Big Time Rain cuts away to win this, okay, from Nero. Out wide, Allegro Running's got the third just there ahead of Homebush Ariel. Jobs right in behind that. Then we go to K. Martin, didn't get into it. Also back there, Homebush Pippi, and another miss. Big Time Rain. And another double figure price. Will get the win. Got a lovely run through. Around that $12 mark. For Nathan Newley, that'll give Nathan 2 for the night, picking up a win earlier on with the Mighty Mac in race 1 and the 5 to beat the 4 Nero. He's coming back to form nicely. 5, 4, 7 and the 8. Homebush Ariel for that 4th placing. Good time, 17.65. 7.05 the lead up. And the run home at 10.60. Big Time Rain for the Mischief, Mystery and Mongol Syndicate. Well done to the team. Start 46 and brings up win number 10 today by 2 3/4, 2.5 3/4. 17.65. The 5 gets it from the 4 Nero. A much better run. And he will be looking to get back to Class 3 in the near future, Nero. And the 7 Allegro Running's going another honest race. Will pick up third ahead of the 8 Homebush Ariel. 17.65, 2 3/4, 2.5 by 3/4. And well done if you got on to the 5 to get that quaddie off to a good start. Probably the only dog I didn't mention before the race. And like 3 others in the race, was a recent downgrader and delivers. And once again, a double figure price, $11.70 and $2.50. 4 Nero at $1.70. Allegro Runnings a 7 at $1.50. 4, 5 Quinella, $24.50. 5, 4, 7 Trifecta, $229.50. 5, 4, 7, 8 First 4 at $1,030 even. The treble's going to pay 1, 3 and 5, $1,422.50. Wrapping up race number 9. And at race number 9 has been completed. Our race number 10, we take out the 5 Nighthawk Rose and the 8 to Corborn Spree. And my numbers in that 2, 6, 1 and 4 for race number 10. Alexandra Park is looming up as we come back to you, Craig Thompson, for race number 7 to get your next race underway here. And yeah, a bit of bad luck there with that multi too. You got the first leg and Jack's Legion just coming up short, but well done anyway.
Thanks, Daryl. We got a bit of fun, didn't we, for our $20 spend anyway. Race number 7. Second leg of pick 6 tonight. Good field here, Daryl. Walkinshaw hasn't been seen since June behind Heaven Rocks. Had a run at the trials last Saturday. Performed quite nicely. They're being the pull-up blinds on him tonight. He's got a little bit of gate speed. Barrier number 3. 250 the book, 330 the tote. Shop the tote over the book. I think they'll square themselves out. Time race start 3 Walkinshaw. Big chance here. Money also for runner number 7, No Way Else. Kyle Marshall back aboard No Way Else tonight for Arne Donnelly. Racing really well at around about $4. And also a bit of money for Joe's Dream from the second row. Bernie Hackett, Scott Phelan, they're our interview subjects tonight. Scott Phelan, he takes the drive on Sir Richie. Scotty Sir Richie, we haven't seen him for a long time, but take us through his workout run on Saturday, because looking at it, looked pretty good.
Yeah, look, it wasn't too bad a run. He just followed them around, and look, he felt good on the back of them. Look, he's only had that one trial, so he'll definitely need the run tonight, but look, he's got the right draw for a first up run, so following out the one horse generally gets out the gate, so we'll see how we go. But look, he's definitely at least a place chance.
I thought it was a very good place chance if the one horse could hold up here, Sir Richie. I thought he was a great each way bet. I actually thought he could even win the race with the tempo of the race and the way he worked on Saturday. He looks very bright out there. Just needs luck and transit. $10, Sir Richie. Certainly backable in race number 7 tonight. Bernie Hackett, he's the trainer of runner number 1, Full Speed Ahead. Full Speed Ahead's form is a little bit misleading. I thought he's actually racing okay, and he finally gets a decent draw.
Yeah, he does get a decent draw, but he just had a lot of trouble with his blood. He was tying up for no reason. We never changed anything, and in his last couple of races it just was not right, so we didn't go with him. And he trialled pretty nice on Saturday, so drawn 1, he's able to get out of the gate and get handy and hopefully run home.
That is his go, isn't it? He likes to roll along again. He gets that inside draw, and we know he's got good gate speed.
Yeah, I just hoping hope he's hard enough. You know, he's lost a few weeks racing, and he has put on a bit of condition. So yeah, hopefully it, will be all right for us.
Pretty quick front row here. Gate speed with 1 full speed ahead, 3 Walkinshaw, 4 Strike the Gold, 5 Miss Daisy. They can all leave the gate quickly. And then you've got a horse like Killer Queen, probably from barrier number 6, maybe tucking in, but gee, it's a very quick front row. Joe's Dream punches through from 2 the second row, so they could run a little bit here early, so wouldn't be surprised if they go around 2:42. They did in race number 4 tonight when Minstrel Boy banged through from the second row and went straight round to the front and just kept rolling them. So track's had a bit of rain on it tonight, but compressed very well, and they are running good times, so expect them to run plenty of speed early on here with a strong front row. I settled on 3 Walkinshaw. He raced against the good 3-year-olds last season. He wasn't quite up to them, but certainly in the North Island on Premier Nights, he went some cracking races, 3 Walkinshaw. Over 9 Sir Richie, I think he's the best value at the $10. If he gets luck in running, he'll be right in at runner number 9. 7 No Way Else, because he can make his own luck. He doesn't have to go off the gate, and there'll be plenty of speed early. If he just settles off them early, can mooch to the bell and sit parked out. We've seen him in the last 3 starts win from in that position. 3 starts ago he did that. The last 2 he's tried that and been beaten by Naylor and Killer Queen. But he's racing well, no way else. And again, he's at around about $5. I thought Joe's Dream, $15 for the mare by Gotta Go Collect. Just needed that run last week. Hadn't raced for a couple of weeks, and I thought she'd be right in it tonight, 10 Joe's Dream. Sean Grayling takes to drive. Good field this. Plenty of form will come out of it. 3 on top, Walkinshaw for me. Let's have a look at the Kiwi Punters Championship in the heat at Alexandra Park and get a leader update. No Hope on $1,683. One Bird, $1,624. All Up King, $1,300. So the top 3 are getting away on the rest. Paddy's winners sitting on 4th at $797. So top 3, not much between them, around about $300. And there's still, what are we up to? Race number 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 5 to go here at the park on an 11 race program. Pick 6, first leg went to Walkinshaw, and there's 21,000 live going into the second leg. Aaron White's numbers in race number 7 tonight. He's 3, 8, 6 and 7. 3, 8, 6 and 7. He's Walkinshaw on top. In fact, the 8 is out, so it'll be 3, 6 and 7. Killer Queen and No Way Else. Aaron, as I come to you, looking forward to race number 7 tonight. We haven't seen Walkinshaw since he raced Heaven Rocks back in June.
Yeah, you did right there. The son of Mark III, back on a new campaign, back as a 4-year-old. Tony Hurley, he certainly has been the star tonight, the Iceman. He's driven 3, he's trained 2, and Walkinshaw, the trial form around him's been good. He might be a wee bit vulnerable, fresh up, but we know how classy he is, and class will take him a long way in this number 3. 6 Killer Queen, she was very good, winning last week, of course, after that heart fibrillation back on the 16th of September. Ray Green, Zach Butcher. 7 No Way Else, he's been racing in wonderful form. The El Sue Gelding, Kyle Marshall, no reason why he can't get some of this. And Joe's Dream, I Like You, thought she wasn't too far away last time, and behind Killer Queen to be an each way chance, and a must for Quinella trifecta and first 4 takers tonight. Sean Grayling to do the driving again. 3, 6, 7 and 10 for me.
Thanks, Aaron. Of course, a lot happening in harness racing in the next 48 hours. Of course, we're back down south on Sunday. Of course, the 2 meetings. Methven on Sunday, the Brown Pub Punter of the Year competition. Again, I think $5,000 first prize there on Sunday. And, of course, they race at Gore on Sunday afternoon as well. Good program there. I think they've got the 10 races at Gore on Sunday. Good field. So get on HRNZ or grab your trusty best bets on sale yesterday, $5. Have a look at those fields for the weekend's harness racing. Methven, Sunday afternoon, of course. Methven Cup Day. Fixed odds out for the Methven Cup Smolder, just favourite over Titan Banner. I think they opened around about 6 o'clock this evening. And behind the mobile for the 7th tonight, Walkinshaw's your favourite, and the black colours from barrier number 3. Tony Hurley takes the drive, looking for win number 4. Here's Aaron.
The runners in behind the yellow bar arm for the 7th, the second leg of pick 6, 21,472.22 live after 8. Star Galleria taking the first leg, and Most impressively too in the NRM Sire Stakes Series Heat 4. He's taken both the Northern Heats and he'll be a major cup day. Green lights up, we're off and the pass goes the Jewelers. And out nicely, full speed ahead, but here's Strike the Gold, driven with plenty of positivity tonight. Goes to the early lead from Walkinshaw, out wide a Killer Queen, then he's Novak. Back on the inside, Sir Richie. Joe's Dream back in the field with Miss Daisy as they scoot around the stables turn their first occasion. And back last will be No Way Else. Out to the 1850 and Strike the Gold and the Chief David Butcher in front. Coming up out three wide is Killer Queen. Can't get to the park spot at this stage. Walkinshaw now been restrained in that position. We'll see Killer Queen get around it. Back on the inside, full speed ahead as the Slipstream behind the leader. On its back is Sir Richie. As Killer Queen's going to have a play for the lead. Walkinshaw in turn now will come forward for Hurley. Then he's Novak, Joe's Dream. Further back is No Way Else. And back with those was Miss Daisy. 44.2 the lead time as they work onto the showgrounds turn, and Walkinshaw with Killer Queen on the inside. Walkinshaw, though, he paces on to the lead for the Iceman from Killer Queen. Then Strike the Gold, 2 lengths. He's Novak back on the inside, full speed ahead. They're followed then by Joe's Dream. This first quarter will be a cracker. Out wider then to No Way Else, Miss Daisy. And back in the field, Sir Richie. Past goes the Jewelers Mobile, opening quarter, 29.9. And the leader is the race favourite Walkinshaw. No Way Else comes up now to sit outside him a length away as they hear the bell. Back over on the inside then to Killer Queen, getting the gun run in the trail, and 1-1 he's Novak and Anna Donnelly. Strike the Gold, 3 back on the inside as again they work the stables corner. Back in the field is Joe's Dream, 3 back in the running line, full speed ahead on the inside of Miss Daisy. And Sir Richie the last as they pace out to the final half mile. 800 metres left to go, and the pass goes the Jewelers, and 31.9 the next quarter. Into the back goes Walkinshaw. He's under a nice rein by a length over No Way Else. Killer Queen with the nice run in the trail, and he's Novak on the back of it. Stablemate 1-1 back on the inside then to a Strike the Gold, Joe's Dream and Sean Grayling a 6th, 1 off. Back on the inside then was full speed ahead Miss Daisy second last, and back last as they peel off the back Sir Richie. 4.50 to go. Walkinshaw still full of running. He's had to do a bit of work in the run too. 28.1 was a back straight quarter. Can he keep it going to the winning post? Tony Hurley's got a good grasp of him as he comes for home from No Way Else. Killer Queen and he's Novak. Joe's Dream to the outside. Strike the Gold. Walkinshaw for home. Opens up a length and a half. Killer Queen. Strike the Gold deep on the passing lane. Then No Way Else and Joe's Dream. Walkinshaw 100 to go. Oh, this has been a beautiful resumption. Down to the line comes Walkinshaw, and he'll do that in pretty good fashion. Strike the Gold second. Killer Queen third. Photo fourth between Full Speed Ahead and Joe's Dream. They were followed Sir Richie. Back in the field to No Way Else and Miss Daisy, and back with those he's Novak in 242.2, home in 27.9. Well, he's worked both ends of the race as Walkinshaw tonight. Fresh up a son of Mark 3. And that's been most impressive. Tony Hurley gets 4 on the card in the sulky, 3 as a trainer, and Walkinshaw's torn away. Strike the Gold. Good to see him back in form. He's run second in front of Killer Queen. This photo for fourth between Full Speed Ahead on the inside and Joe's Dream, particularly close there for first 4 players. In race 7, the pass goes the Jewelers. Mobile pace. Beautiful resumption for Walkinshaw.
Official placings, race 7, Pasco's the Jewelers, Mobile Pace, 346-10-17, 346-10-17. Horse 3, Walkinshaw, paced the 2200 metres in 242.23, mile rate of 158.6, last 856.1, 427.9. The margins 2.5 lengths, 3/4 of a length, 1.5 lengths. 346-10-17. All official race 7. Pasco's the Jewelers. Mobile Pace.
3 Walkinshaw to come back at the head of the field, raced by R.S. Tomlinson, P. Morris, P.J. Hales and S.W. Waters. Congratulations to you. Win 4 at start 23. The Iceman Tony Hurley salutes for the 4th time in the sulky tonight. 3rd as a trainer. The Mitavite Black Bike back into the victory circle again. Tony the Woodland Stud and Mitavite sponsored rangeman. Lovely resuming run here by Walkinshaw by Mark 3 out of Monaro. 4-year-old Bay Entire, B.A. Spurdle the breeder. And Roger Barnes down there, part of the victory celebrations after the Pasco's the Jewelers mobile pace. 4 Strike the Gold, Better's Delight, Hill of Gold Bay, 5-year-old gelding for second, Lincoln Farms Limited. D. Cotterill, Mrs. A. Cotterill, G. Cotterill, the owners. Ray Green trained at Pukikoe, David Butcher. And 6 Killer Queen, Rock and Roll Heaven Black, 4-year-old mare out of Party Girl Becky for 3rd for Lincoln Farms Limited. D. James, MJ Brereton, KJ Bell, S. Beckett, I.A. Middleton, J.R. Dyers, BP Rabbit, Ray Green trained at Pookie, and Zach Butcher in the sulky. Number 3, Walkinshaw returns $2.10 the win, $1.50 the place, $2.10 and $1.50. 4 Strike the Gold, $6.10, $6.10, and 6 Killer Queen at $2.50, $2.50. Quinella $51, $51. Trifecta $257 even, $257. 3, 4, 6 and 10 in the first 4 with the Joe's Dream, $2,471.60, $2,471.60. 8 and 3 in the double. Tony Hurley, a driven double with Star Galleria and Walkinshaw. That returns $6.90, $6.90. 8 and 4 with Strike the Gold and the concession, $33, $33. And the Tony Hurley driven treble. Blackguard's Corner first leg, 7, 8 Star Galleria and 3 Walkinshaw. That returns $17.70, $17.70 and pick 6, 8,860.74 live, 8,860.74 live in pick 6. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us on to our feature race tonight, the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Holmes DG Handicap Pace over the 2,700 metres. There are no scratchings. The early favourite is Huey Green, number 8, 230 money back. 5, The Faithful, Zach Butcher, 650, 137. Robbie Burns, Tony Hurley, 732, 99. No Doctor Needed. Scott Phelan, 732, 50. 3, Rocker Band at 10. And $2.80. Our feature pace with a start time of 7 minutes to 9 o'clock. We are 20 minutes away from the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Holmes DG Handicap Pace.
Maybe 3 pairs back, and if she does that, she's a lovely big mare by Christian Cullen, then I'm sure she'll give you a good run for your money here. I mark them 2 to beat, 10. 3 Eden Franco, whatever she does tonight she'll improve, but it would be very unlike Stephen McRae to not have A, his horse ready on race night, because we know what a good conditioner is, but B, John Morrison in a junior driver's race, he'll have it ready for sure, as we know. Penalty-free win is a beckoning here. So 2 minutes out from the first leg of the final treble. First leg of the quaddie, of course, taken out by the 8 Little Rascal. News coming through. More news from the bookies. $5,000 multi. Cullen Who at $3.80 into Hartnell in the Cox Plate at $3. Returns Mark McNamara. You're working, so this can't be you. 60,000.
Yes, but one of the co-owners, Cullen Who's not working.
And I'm picking, he may well be involved in this.
He quite possibly could be.
I understand the Soul Taker was sold recently for significant funds. Therefore, the funds may well be reinvested somewhat here.
Unlike us battlers in the south.
Battling away for sure. In all seriousness, good luck to you, George. George and Marianne, she's a really lovely mare, this.
Who, Marianne or Cullen Who?
Cullen Who.
Right, just making sure.
Marianne is as well. Don't worry about that. If you ever get the opportunity for Marianne to whip up the kai for you, for want of a better term, George, I'm sure you'll enjoy the meal.
Speaking of lovely mares, we've had some inductions into the Hall of Fame tonight. Blossom Lady's gone in.
Yes.
And Colin Berry has as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yep. Colin, a pillar of Addington Raceway for such a long period of time. His son AJ likes to think he's got, and not while we're involved, absolutely no hope. But to Blossom Lady, of course, the wonderful winner of the Cup back in '92. And, Colin Berry taking those photos for all that time and having to put up with AJ as a son.
I believe that the Polly Syndicate are all here tonight to celebrate it as well, and Colin was brought along under false pretences. He had no idea.
Oh, that's fantastic, mate. One of the true gentlemen of our game.
Yep, exactly right, and both inducted in about an hour and a half ago into the Hall of Fame here at Addington. Now they're moving up for race number 7, Coca-Cola Amateur Junior Drivers. A Chew Get Set, Runaway Star, Les Rules and Gupta's Cullen. Love to Dream, Live to Tell, Eden Franco, Cracker Red and Secret Notion. Back row is Cullen Who. Race number 7, field of 10. 2 in for Cran, Matt Anderson, White Cap on number 1, Secret Notion. Black Cap, Darren Keast on number 8, Runaway Star. Second leg of the quaddie to be alive. You need number 8, Little Rascal. Just holding out the stablemate Dalness Exchange in the first leg. Mobile Gate to the back there. 75 metres from being sent on their way. The juniors all well in position, well before that candy pole. Done a great job here. They've all got them right up on the gate. Green light. Racing. Taken back, Live to Tell. Les Rules, also Runaway Star and a Chew. Cracker Red, Love to Dream, Flew the Arm. Secret Notion trying to hold up from the inside. Gupta's Cullen 4th. Then Eden Franco, Live to Tell. 3 lengths to Cullen Who. 2 lengths to Les Rules, a length and a half, Runaway Star, and 2 lengths to a Chew. They get to the mile mark, and Cracker Red goes to the lead. Half a length over Love to Dream. Leaders back 3rd, Secret Notion, and a neck away 4th is Gupta's Cullen. 3 back along the inside, Live to Tell from Eden Franco around that pacer. 2 to Cullen Who, Runaway Stars against the pegs, and the last 2, Les Rules and a Chew. Lead time 23.9, fastest of the night. And Cracker Red and Cherie Tomlinson by a length and a half, Love to Dream. 3rd, Secret Notion, the trail. Gupta's Cullen 1-1. Live to Tell, 3 back the inside from Eden Franco. Runaway Star, Cullen Who. Les Rules is out 3 wide. McKilrick was trying to get Cullen Who to come out in front of him for a drag up. Wouldn't oblige. And galloping at the back is a Chew. Lead time 30.2, 1,000 to run. Cracker Red has it by a length and a half. Second, Love to Dream, and third, the leader's back, Secret Notion. Les Rules goes up 3 wide outside the speed. Eden Franco was able to get onto the back of Les Rules, and Gupta's Cullen the middle. 3 back the inside is Live to Tell. Next is Runaway Star and Cullen Who. Cracker Red leads. They've run this at pretty good pace, 700 to go. Second, Les Rules. Third, Secret Notion. It's been the big winner. It's been trailing throughout second quarter. 31-1, 61-3 the half, but they were moving when they got to the half-mile peg. Love to Dream 4th, Eden Franco 3 wide 5th. 3 back along the inside, Live to Tell from Gupta's Cullen Who, and Runaway Star with a Chew out of the race. They get to the 400 metre mark. Cracker Red still leads. Was able to back it off through that last 100 metres, Cherie Tomlinson. Les Rules under hard driving. 3 wide Eden Franco. Secret Notion waits for the terror to love it. Pineleaf Farm passing lane from Live to Tell. Third quarter 29.8. Cracker Red a length. Eden Franco still coming. Out wide a Runaway Star. Cracker Red leads the neck. Eden Franco. Runaway Star. It's still Cracker Red. Eden Franco grabbed it. Gupta's Cullen's carving the hedge. It'll beat them all. Gupta's Cullen went to the lead from Runaway Star, and Gupta's Cullen beat Runaway Star and Eden Franco. Cracker Red ran 4th. Next in Love to Dream from Live to Tell, Cullen Who, Les Rules, and last in Secret Notion. Number 6, Gupta's Cullen. Gave the hedge a fine haircut. Number 6, 1170 and 340, Kim Butt and Johnny Cox. Runaway Star, number 8 at 340, and Eden Franco, number 3, 170. 28.9 the last quarter, 2 minutes for the last mile, and has roared down the outside to beat Runaway Star and Eden Franco. It was set up for something at the back. They roared through the lead time. They were motoring down the back for at least about 100 metres. And I believe, Greg, it's now raced by the FOMO Syndicate. They haven't missed out here with Gupta's Cullen, that's for sure.
They haven't, because it's 2 from 2 in the colours of Johnny Cox, Kimberly, but you're right, they were just motoring along here, plenty of pressure in the race, and as a result it was set up for a swooper, which is exactly what Gupta's Cullen has produced here tonight. I've got to go Cullen out of It's a Trick, 5-year-old mare, that's 3 from 36, back to back for this 5-year-old mare. Cracker Red in front, had done plenty of work. That lead time, 23.9, just couldn't get across Secret Notion early. That took the stuffing out of her. Here's the judges' call.
Away Star. And third, 3, Eden Franco. Fourth has gone to 2, Cracker Red. From 10, Cullen Who. And 5, Love to Dream. 6, 8, 3, 2, 10, 5. The margin's 1 length. A short neck, 1 1/4 length, 3/4 of a length. The winner's time was 2:23.8, a mile rate of 1:58.6. The last 858.3, last 428.7.
That wraps up race number 7 from Addington, race 8, the Trot. And it's time to go at 6 minutes after 9. Here at Hatrick Raceway, still 3 to go, getting down to the last treble. And the first leg of the quaddie. And it taken out by Big Time Rain. In this race we have 3 chances for Matt Roberts. Corborn Clover off the inside comes up, book favourite at this stage at $3.40. Corborn Gunner unbeaten from box 2. And also Corborn Cooks, a recent downgrader from Class 5 Company, and given a good chance to in box 4. Result from Addington and Gupta's Colour number 6 at $11.70 and $3.40. 8 Runaway Star at $3.40 and the 3 Eden Franco $1.70. 6-8 Quinella $144.50. 6-8-3 Trifecta $1,822.90. First 4 6-8-3 and 2 $3,435.80. Completing race number 7 there from Addington, the double 8 and 6 $40.20. 8-8 concession at $13.30. So Corborn Clover the 1 $3.50, and a fairly loose market $3.40 and $1.70. Number 4 Corborn Cooks at the same money with the book comes up $5.70 on the tote, and Corborn Gunner also there $5 $4.40 and $1.93. Solid chances for Matt Roberts, but the chances don't stop there. Our Gypsy's also recently getting away or escaping open class. And that's possibly the value. Also comes up at $5, $6.80 with the tote. And I've got that in for second. Corborn Gunner is my first selection in the race. Making time. Also up between Corborn Gunner and Corborn Cooks. Now she's racing well for Susie Kite. And another one stepping up to the Class 4s, but just seems to be getting a bit better lately, making time, putting together some very good performances. Ivan Hov's got a big challenge tonight coming up to Class 4. That was a good win in Class 2 Company at the end of last month, leading all the way, but may have to find a little bit more to be competitive. Possibly looking for a straight Class 3 here, Ivan Hov, and the 2 reserves come into the field. Allegro Beatty gets into box 8. A last start second on Monday, not a bad run. 2 in behind Map My Run and Lady Zena. Gee, that form line's not looking flash at all, but just talking to Terry Downey earlier on, and he does want the miss. He'd like to get down, back down to Class 2 and hopefully start from there, and hopefully we can see Lady Zena return to some sort of form. She really started off her career well. I still think she can bounce back, and hopefully for Terry and the Fun for Us Syndicate, she can do that, and hopefully she won't be 8th tonight in the second reserve. Big money 24s 17s with the tote. This time last year she was racing extremely well, and that pretty much covers the field. So the 3 Corborns for Matt Roberts, and our Gypsy also getting away from the open class. Look to be the 4 contenders here on the market and making time, not too far off them. Meteor OPD, Wanganui Class 3 and 4. To kick off the final treble, Big Time Rain taking up the first leg of the quaddie. All locked away for the 10th. Lure charges round, set to go. Race 10, Hat Trick ready. And racing and jumping best end of trackers. Corborn Cooks is going to go straight to the lead down the inside. Corborn Gunners pushing up there with our Gypsy, trying to get around the outside. Allegro Betty the inside to Making Time, tracking into it there was Corborn Cooks. Just something going back there with Making Time, went back in the field to Lady Zena, and just going up ahead of that is Ivanhoe and our Gypsy. Across the top they come. Corborn Cooks just in front. Corborn Gunners right there. 2 or 3 back. Here we go to that one there would be Allegro Betty. They swing for home. Corborn Cooks trying hard the inside. Gunner, but Cooks is home from Gunner third. Allegro Betty just holding third from the fast finishing Corborn Clover to shut out the Roberts trifecta. Then we go here to our Gypsy not far away. Ivanhoe was back. Lady Zena will get the downgrade. And Making Time just getting into a bit of trouble there going into the back straight. And she went back sharply. Corborn Cooks will get it. Good run, Corborn Gunner, just couldn't match Cooks. And Allegro Beatty will get through to spoil the Matt Roberts and Stu Dickinson party to deny the trifecta. Would have been their second trifecta too, I think, in the space of a few weeks, but not to beat. It won't matter. They get the win with Corborn Cooks, and he bounces back to form and grabs a win in a 30.43. He has run 30 flat, but a good run all the same. 11.70. And a big win here for Corborn Cooks. Corborn Gunner going another great race from his favourite box tour, you probably could say. 11.70 the run home. And the numbers 4, 2, 9. Allegro Beatty getting third ahead of the 1 Corborn Clover. 3.5, 1.5, a half. We're just waiting for those splits to reappear. 4.97 the lead up. 18.73 midsection. And the run home we have covered 11.70. Wraps up at race number 10. And a good win here and a good result for Matt Roberts with the Corborn Cooks. Race number 11 here on the program will be the Lickland at Wanganui for the Class 1 and 2 sprinters. Time to go at 14 after 9, but now time to get back to Alexandra Park and at race number 8, and a lot of interest around Huey Green here, Craig.
There is, Daryl. Yes, of course it is the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG for the open class paces, and pretty good field here, a field of 9. Of course, this race last year taken out by Risk, and the year before the stablemate Beyond the Silence, who's in this race tonight, took out the 2014 edition. 5.5 minutes away to our feature, and of course Barry Purden's got 4 in here, and he's caretaker trainer for Rocker Band as well. I caught up with earlier to go through his stable representatives. Barry, let's go through the big book of runners tonight in our feature. We'll start with Aliente, with Arden's Choice in race number 8, draws barrier number 1, and been racing great.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, form's really good, Craig, and she never really goes a bad one. She's very genuine, and I just hope she can step off cleanly. She didn't last time, but she did go away good at the trial, so she hasn't had any practice much with the stand, but David will handle it well, I'm sure.
Aliente, of course, she's raced through the winter, so she's pretty rock hard and ready to go again tonight. Yeah, well, she's usually hops away quite good, and she went a great race at Cambridge, really, off a long mark, and she's another mare. She never really goes a bad race. She's always handy round about. Rocker Band, I know you're caretaker trainer with her. How's she gone on for the first up run at the park last week? Yeah, look, she's a lovely mare. She, we just carried on under Mark's instructions. She's no trouble. So no, look, she's really well, and she should go well. She's measured up to the best ones before. The Faithful, he's been a horse that's just improved right through his career, and he's taken that next step in the last couple of starts. He only went within a nose of getting Huey Green last time. Expecting another good run tonight? Yeah, well, he's really stepped up, this little horse. He's racing really tough, and we've got to be thrilled with him, Craig. He's just going so good. So he's a real trier, so he can never be ruled out of it for sure. Ideal Bell, where are we at with her? I mean, we've seen her a couple of times now. Is she just improving with racing? Yeah, well, even last time she was in, Craig, she probably wasn't just 100%, and it's just taken a little while to get her back. But I feel like her work's been quite good, and let's just hope we get away good and she has a chance. So that's Barry Purden with his stable representatives in race number 8 tonight. He's got a very strong hand. Scott Phelan, he is the driver of runner number 9, No Doctor Needed. Scotty, No Doctor Needed, he goes back to the 10 metre handicap, but he's got very good manners. New Zealand Cup, is it still on the radar through tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's been going good enough races. He just sit sprint home. Even though we've been in front a couple of times, we'll just it'd be like to be a more high tempo run race. If we're going to do it ourselves, or so be it. But we'll try to get them rolling along tonight if we can get up there and see where we're at.
You feel he's in the same condition as he was this time last year?
Look, he came to us after the Cup last year, so look, when we first got him, look, he's definitely no worse, so he's probably a little bit better even, so if he can live up to that, we'll be a good chance tonight.
Looked very well, no doctor needed for the Telfer Garlic team, and he is one of 2 horses off the 10-metre handicap. Let's go through them. 1, Arden's Choice from the front. David Butcher will take the drive for Barry Purdon. Very, very good mare. Standing start record's been okay. 1 start, 1 placing, and Arden's Choice is certainly a each-way chance in race number 8 tonight. Aliente, she's been racing through the winter. Brett Mangos aboard for Barry Purdon. Very good on her night when she gets the right run, and I think number 2, Aliente, is a chance at $21. Good place money. Brett Mangos takes the drive. 3, Rocker Band, the winner of the Jewels. Only been placed once at Alexandra Park in 7 starts, but I thought she was okay last week after being slow away. She made good ground behind Huey Green. Reliant on a good beginning here. Sam Motley takes the drive tonight. 3, Rocker Band, Mark Jones, $12, $2.80. 4, Beyond the Silence. He's a 7-year-old now. He's the outsider of the field at $36 here for Lynn Neal. He won this race 2 years ago. I'm not sure if he's in that same sort of form tonight. 5, The Faithful. This one for the Auckland Trotting Club Syndicate, 2014 Syndicate. 5-year-old by Better's Delight. Have that good race mare running on faith. Always thought he'd do a handy job, this horse, but he's exceeded my expectations. His last 2 runs have been outstanding. The run behind Huey Green, sitting parked out, went within a nose of winning there, and he's just getting better and better, The Faithful. $5.80, $1.90. He'll certainly stand up tonight. Zach Butcher takes the drive. 5, The Faithful. Great chance, great top 3 chance. He's my second pick for the feature. Runner number 6, Ideal Bell, as Barry said, they've had their problems with this mare. They're working through those problems, and I think the 2 runs under her belt now will start to get the fitness close to 100%. Again, another Auckland Trotting Club Syndicate horse. Winner of nearly $200,000, and Barry's taking the drive tonight. Standing start has been okay in the last couple of weeks, and she actually led out last week and took a trail. So Barry at number 6, no problem for her. Ideal Bell. 7, Robbie Burns. Enormous win at Cambridge. Started off 20, added another 20 to the handicap after being slow away, and he got over the top of Valiente to win there in 3:26. He's a very good horse, but he'll need to step quickly tonight. He wouldn't want to give the back markers a head start on him. 7, Robbie Burns. Tony Hurley picks up the drive for Robert Dunn. 8, Huey Green. Big effort to win last week. The standing start, found the front quickly, and then took a trail behind No Doctor Need and got up the passing lane. He's obviously come on with that run. Of course, this one by Art Major out of Altus Arena. 10 wins from 21 starts. Of course, owned by the Green family. Good luck to you, John, if you're watching. 8, Huey Green. Big chance here tonight. 2:30, 1:30. Starts off the 10-metre handicap. And the co-back marker, runner number 9, No Doctor Needed, $9. $81 in the Cup, the only horse nominated from the North Island in the Cup. No Doctor Needed. 3/3 in his last 3 starts, and as Scotty said, like to have a bit of a stronger tempo. And tonight, we'll look to get into the race mid-stages. Nice price around No Doctor Needed tonight. $9, $2 for the son of Mac 3. My numbers in the big one tonight. 8, Huey Green on top to beat 5, The Faithful. 9, No Doctor Needed, and 7, Robbie Burns. Aaron's 8, 7, 5 and 9. Aaron, looking forward to our feature over the 2700.
And the runners come up for the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG Handicap Pace. Our feature race on the card tonight. Barrier strands released, they're off. Huey Green was just caught on the back foot. He's going to settle out the tail. Back there now is Rocker Band after an early mistake as well. So first out will be Ideal Bell from coming forward Robbie Burns. Back on the inside Aliente, 3 lengths away in the field then to Beyond the Silence. 4 back to the Faithful, 3 lengths away in the field Arden's Choice, and they're followed by No Doctor Needed. Back in the field Rocker Band. She's found her hopples now and one behind her, and that's the big boy, and that is Huey Green. So they're spread out over plenty of territory in the early part of the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace, and in front is Ideal Bell and Barry Purdon. From Aliente in the trail, and 3 back now is Robbie Burns. There's 2.5 lengths away to Beyond the Silence, 6 lengths away in the field to the Faithful, 3 lengths on its back Arden's Choice. You've got to go 4 lengths No Doctor Needed as they work the stables corner first time. Back in the field Rocker Band and Sam Otley, and Huey Green to its outside for the Magic Man Morris McHenry. Ideal Bell getting on with business though, away by 2. Aliente, Brent Mangos, lovely run in the trail, and Robbie Burns, Tony Hurley is third. 3 back on the inside, followed through then by Beyond the Silence and Lynn Neal as they've completed a circuit of the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace. In 5th is the Faithful and Zach Butcher as they run down to the lead time. That's cut out in 1:23.5 as the Faithful looks to come forward. Onto its back was Arden's Choice, and that pumps out 3 wide. No Doctor Needed. Well back in the field Rocker Band and Huey Green, he's back last. It would be the best part of 10 lengths off our leader Ideal Bell as they sweep across the showgrounds turn 1,300 metres out. Ideal Bell by a couple. Aliente, No Doctor Needed about to get to the chair. Robbie Burns away from the markers to find 1-1 cover on the back of No Doctor Needed. Back on the inside then was Beyond the Silence, opening quarter 29.7. Then came the Faithful in the running line. On its back Arden's Choice, Rocker Band second last, and Huey Green, he's still back last. Judge Bell 1 to go. Ideal Bell, the American Ideal Mare, onto the stables corner final time. Aliente's had the beautiful run in the trail. Up on the outside No Doctor Needed's done plenty of work in the run. Back on the inside Beyond the Silence, Robbie Burns and the Iceman. He's already sitting on 4 winners for the night. He's in the 1-1. On his back is the Faithful. Huey Green's gone back to the markers. Back in the field Arden's Choice, and with that Rocker Band. 30.8 the second quarter. Through the back they go. Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace. Ideal Bell leads a little over a length from stablemate Aliente. Up on the outside No Doctor Needed. Beyond the Silence the inside. Robbie Burns 1-1. Back on the inside Huey Green. He's gone to 4 back on the markers. Snookered all dressed up, nowhere to go. To its outside now with 400 left to go was the Faithful. Getting into the races Rocker Band, and back last now Arden's Choice. Back straight quarter 29.9. Ideal Bell for home. No Doctor Needed back on the inside. Aliente. Robbie Burns the Faithful getting to the outside. Rocker Band further back Beyond the Silence. Huey Green, he's too far back at this stage. In front Ideal Bell. Aliente up the passing lane. They're followed out wide of the Faithful. Aliente getting through on the inside of Ideal Bell. The Faithful down to the line, and Aliente for the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace. Second over was Ideal Bell, and rocketing home Arden's Choice maybe third. They were followed then. We've got a line-up for 4th. The Faithful was there, as too was Rocker Band, and back over on the inside Beyond the Silence. Back in the field to Robbie Burns. Well, Huey Green couldn't get into the race, and No Doctor Needed was back amongst the tail enders. They've run 322.7, home and 28.7. Brent Mango gets the win with Aliente, the Better's Delight mare. Through on the inside after getting the lovely run behind Ideal Bell to secure the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace. Ideal Bell, she's gone down bravely, and rocketing home Arden's Choice to pick up third. And the Faithful, he will be the 4th across to give Barry Purdon the training first 4 in the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace.
Official placings race 8, the Kerry Hoggard Memorial, the Homes DG handicap pace. 2, 6, 1, 5, 3, 4. 261.534. Horse 2, Aliente, paced the 2,700 metres in 3:22.69, a mile rate of 2 minutes 0.8. Last 857.8. Sorry, the last 858.7 and the 428.7. Just times again, 3:22.69, 2 minutes 0.8 for the mile rate, last 858.7 and the 428.7. The margins, 1 1/4 lengths, a half neck, 261.534, race 8, the Kerry Hoggard Memorial, the Holmes DG.
Aliente got the lovely run in the trail throughout, down onto the passing lane in the home straight, comes through strongly. Charles Roberts, the owner and breeder, second winner on the program tonight for Charlie, took the first with utmost delight. And Aliente back at the head of the field, career success 8 tonight at start 28. Barry Purton trained at Clevedon. Brent Mangos, the winning rangeman, back after the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace. Marilyn Hoggard down there, great to have you on track tonight, Marilyn, president of the Auckland Trotting Club. Bruce Carter also down there in attendance. 6 Ideal Bell for second. American Ideal Blistering Bell Bay 6-year-old mare. Auckland Trotting Club 2012 syndicate, the owners. Barry Purton trained at Clevedon, Barry doing the driving. Arden's Choice, a Pan-Pacific Flight Brown 4-year-old mare, number 1 out of Winter Rose for third, raced by the Stuyvens JR and Mrs JR, and the Rose VRs LE and Mrs LJ. Barry Purton trained at Clevedon, and David Butcher was in the sulky. Totes in the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace. We'll see number 2 Aliente return $20.10 and $3.60, $20.10 and $3.60. 6 Ideal Bell $3.60, $3.60. 1 Arden's Choice $3 even, $3 even. Quinella $67.60, $67.60. The trifecta $855.70, $855.70. And the first 4, 2, 6, 1 and 5, partially struck $5,322.40. $5,322.40, $3,353 jackpotting through to the first 4 into race number 9 this evening. Pick 6, 298.2 live in Pick 6. 298.2 live in Pick 6. Race 9 is the Colliers International Mobile Pace, 2,200 metres to open the final treble on the card tonight. No scratchings. Rariza number 9, 350, 220. Zach Butcher, the early favourite. 6 No Raker, Jabanathi, 450 and 230. 4 Destined for Heaven, Logan Hollis, 630 and $1.60. Escape, Master of Escape number 7, Andrew Drake, 860 and 2. 8 Alta Valencia, Robert Argue, 9, 10 and 250. Art of Gold, number 3, also under double figures, Andre Potama, 9, 40 and 280. First leg of the final treble. We open the second half of Pick 6 with 298.2 live in the Colliers International Mobile Pace with a start time of 24 minutes after 9.
Possibly not Kaikoura, but he said, yeah, we'll just take things as they unfold. Now into $1.90, several bets coming through, 1,000, 2,000 through the bookmakers on Markula. He's clearly the one to beat. Actually said out of his grade, out of his age group is what I meant to say with him. So, yeah, I expect he is the horse to beat, no question, but he'll need to be as good as we're hoping he will be this season to beat Sonny Ruby, who even off 30 metres was very good winning here last week in the Canterbury Park Cup. We heard from Paul Nairn about his two-pronged attack, Any Old Way and Waterloo Sunset. He expects a lot from Waterloo Sunset this time in, although he has let him down on occasions. He's the only one of the four Paul has brought here tonight that had been anywhere near the workouts, and it was earlier on in September. He's an entire by Sundon out of the Row Cup winning mare Inspire. Here's an update. What did you say that? Yoko Yunza. Is that it? We'll go with that anyway. They lead 2,340 ahead of Arden Up, who's been in the fight pretty much every time we've had a Kiwi Punting Championship update. Of course, here at Addington Raceway tonight, not too sure what's happening up there at Alexandra Park, but they're doing battle there as well. I thought Daryl Boko had a definite place chance. There's the DG Jones Memorial Banks Peninsula Cup winner and Harry Sol, and Greg and Nina Hope are pretty happy with where he's at tonight. Has Ricky May doing the driving. And then you've got the likes of Valmain, who's in here tonight, and in the Methven Cup, Reel Me In, who disappointed here first up when galloping out of action early. Colin De Philippi takes the reins tonight. He is much better than that form. Mark, it's great to have Mark Cooler back at the racetrack. Geez, short though. 185 now the price for him.
He is, Greg, and of course he's got Emerito Sun nipping at his heels now out of the barn also, and Glenn Ford drives this one. Cherie Tomlinson drives Amaretto Sun. Look, Waterloo Sunset at the $15 if you're looking for one each way. Can do things wrong, as we know. Bobby Buck gets on so well with the horse, and he returns to left-handed racing tonight. So with Mark Cooler, I've got the 5 in Waterloo Sunset, 11 Sunny Ruby, 30 metres. Things go her way again. She's got that turn of foot on her, and number 8, Daryl Boko, to round out the top 4 for race number 8. It's over the 2,600 metres, and they'll be called forward shortly for this one. Runners down at the start. Any old way, Davey Butt, the red cap. White cap with Dexter on Royal Shine. Mark Cooler at the start. Waterloo Sunset, Valmain. Also a Harry Sol, Jags Invasion, Ale Rouge. And Sunny Ruby coming back towards the back mark of 30 metres. So $2.10 Mark Cooler, now into $1.90 the tote. 11 Sunny Ruby at $5.90. Reel Me In the Northerner at $8.60 and $2.30 as Lamb heads to the tower for this race number 8 at the Addington Raceway. Second last tonight, Ashburton Racing tomorrow, Cup Day down there, 3-year-old feature also. And Methven Racing on Sunday for Cup Day. They've got 11 races. Now Lamb's in the tower, they're about to come up. Whistle's gone. 2,600. Track downgraded to easy a couple of races ago. And the horses are up here at the start. They'll be called into line shortly for this one. Mark Cooler, all the rage. At his racetrack return. Sunny Ruby, the back mark of 30 metres. Valmain ready. Mark Cooler right. Tapes are back. They're off and racing. Any Old Way bobbled away from the inside. Ale Rouge had to swiftly get around it. It was the only one that galloped Any Old Way. Straight to the lead goes Royal Shine. Margins 2 lengths over Waterloo Sunset, quickly getting up to second. 2.5 lengths away third, Mark Cooler, who made a safe beginning around Ale Rouge. 3 to Jags Invasion from Reel Me In. Harry Sol's on the inside from Valmain. 1.5 lengths, Daryl Boko from Sunny Ruby. And Any Old Way after that bad start's tailed out of the race with a lap and 3/4 to go. The leader is Royal Shine by 1.5 lengths over the trailing Waterloo Sunset. Mark Cooler pressing forward towards the lead. It's running third on the adder at the moment. Into second it goes. Ale Rouge fourth and 2 lengths away Jags Invasion. 2.5 Reel Me In. Same again to Harry Sol, 2 lengths to Valmain, 2 to Daryl Boko, 1.5 Sunny Ruby, and tailed right off as Any Old Way with a lap and a half to go. Favourites gone around to take over now. Fresh up Mark Cooler and Clint Ford leads 2 Royal Shine. Waterloo Sunset running third and 1.5 lengths away in fourth spot is Ale Rouge. 2 lengths to Jags Invasion, 2 lengths Reel Me In, same again Harry Sol. Then Valmain, Daryl Boko, 1.5 Sunny Ruby, and tailed right off by about a furlong as Any Old Way. 1,500 metres to go, and Mark Cooler's having a good trip in the lead. He's out 1.5 lengths. Royal Shine's in the trail second and running third. As they came into the lane, Waterloo Sunset, the lead time was 1:19.4. Length and a half away, fourth, Ale Rouge. 2.5, Jags Invasion. Then came Reel Me In. Next coming away from the pegs on the back of Reel Me In is Harry Soul from Valmain. And the last two of the pack, Daryl Boko and also Sunny Ruby with Any Old Way tailed off. Markula leads as they run the lane and the stables turn. The lead margin's 2 lengths over Royal Shine in the first quarter in 30.8. A length and a half away in third spot is Waterloo Sunset from Ale Rouge, parked up Reel Me In. Harry Soul follows it one away from the pegs. Ale Rouge is half pushing off the inside here underneath of Reel Me In, and it got off too. Jags Invasion, 4 back the pegs from Balmain, Daryl Boko, and Sunny Ruby last of the winning hopes as they run to the 800 metre mark. Still Markula has it, margin 2 lengths. Second in the trail, Royal Shine. They've upped the speed more now. Reel Me In, loose reined on the outside of Waterloo Sunset from Ale Rouge. Jags Invasion, 4 back on the pegs from Harry Soul. Then Balmain, Daryl Boko and Sunny Ruby. Second quarter, 30.5 to half, 61.3. 500 to go. Markula hightailing in the lead, out by 2 lengths, Royal Shine. Reel Me In's under pressure. Waterloo Sunset's held up 3 back the inside from Ale Rouge, Harry Soul. And then Jags Invasion. Third quarter trotted in 29.7. Markula swings in a length and a half. Royal Shine, who's followed the favourite everywhere. Then Waterloo Sunset and Jags Invasion. It's Markula though, past the 120. He's holding Royal Shine. Late on the scene, Harry Soul with Waterloo Sunset. And then Sunny Ruby. But it's Markula, man. Markula wins it by 2. Has beaten home Royal Shine, Waterloo Sunset. Fourth in Harry Soul. Then Sunny Ruby, Jags Invasion, Reel Me In, Daryl Boko, and then Ale Rouge and Balmain, and Any Old Way, who bombed the start's going to be the last one in. Number 4, Markula, is going to pay $1.80 and $1.20, and has beaten Royal Shine, who followed him everywhere, number 2, at $3.50 and 5. Waterloo Sunset, $3.50. Runs in third. 28.8 is the last quarter. 159.8 for the last mile. He's back with a vengeance. Similar tactics. Run them along. Ground them into the all-weather. Thanks for coming. And Greg Markula's back doing what the stablemate's been doing so well. Amaretto's son in winning.
Yeah, great to see, isn't it? A real challenger to the throne of Mombay and others. But Markula has made it 9 from 14 now. The entire by Sundon out of Arabesque, raced by Ken and Clint Ford. Clint showing no mercy in front. He'll improve markedly on that. We'll see him in a likely clash with Mombay Monday week in the Ashburton Flying Mile, and he has returned in wonderful order. Royal Shine got the best run and the best view of him throughout the race. Waterloo Sunset, so 1, 2, 3 the fence, and Harry Soul making up good ground. That's the 8th one to go here at Addington. It'll go at 9:37. Daryl, as we head to you for your 11th.
Thank you, Greg, and looking forward to this one too. Pacific Vibe comes up favourite for race number 11. A nice win on Monday at the Manawa 2 in the same company, and looking to pick up that bonus Class 2 victory. Enjoys the inside draw. 2 of the 9 wins have come in the red rug. Operates the inside trap so well. Pacific Vibe and favourite for race number 11. Wrapping up Addington, Markula number 4 at $1.80 and $1.20. 2 Royal Shine at $3.50, and Waterloo Sunset number 5, $3.50. 2-4 Quinella, $10.20. 4-2-5 Trifecta, $116.50. 4-2-5-6 First 4, $615.30. Wrapping up Addington race 8. As Greg pointed out, 1 to go, 2 to go here, and Pacific Vibe the favourite. Scooters Rose has got a bit of support too, $3.80. Bit more on the tote at $6.40 for Tom McCracken, and this one downgrading Scooters Rose, so look out for this one escaping Class 3. Homebush Olive also getting away from Class 3. That's possibly the value in the race, Homebush Olive, and has been up against the higher class of dogs too, coming down to Class 2, and possibly the value there at $6.50, slightly under, or now out to $7 on the tote. Now just watching the 8 dog here now, right on time, actually got away from his handler, and still out there, so the 8 to Will Start, all good there. $24 for Sprite on Time. Fresh Up hasn't raced since the 22nd of May. $26 with the fixed odds. And Car Pie also another one that is on the verge of a downgrade for Wendy Kite, and also on the fresh side, the 6 Mani Rama in the squeeze once again. And Mani Rama also on the verge of a downgrade. About to lock away, Likalan Wanganui, class 1 and 2. Pacific Vibe off the inside, looking to make it 2 wins in the week. Looking to chase down the double figures. Win number 10. Homebush Olive on the downgrade, Scooters Rose on the downgrade. Liver charges round for race number 11. Set to go, ready. And racing into stepping best out wide here is Car Pie is going to run straight to the front now from Sprite on Time. Also getting into the races, Mani Rama squeezing up on the inside, Pacific Vibe just going up there. In behind them now is Let's Go Sprite. Back here we go, 2 Scooters Rose, Magic Gina, Homebush Olive, they go for home. Car Pie in front and gets a win, or very close here for second. Pacific Vibe, Sprite on Time, Pacific Vibe, that's close. And Mani Rama was right there too. Then we go here to Let's Go Sprite. Homebush Olive is also back. Back here we go to Magic Gina, and Scooters Rose also found trouble going into that first corner and was back towards the end. Homebush Olive just up ahead of them. Car Pie, another upset win. This one for Wendy Kite, straight to the front. Second was very close. I think Pacific Vibe may have just come through and pinched that off Sprite on Time, and it did. So it will be a 6-1-8, and Mani Rama was close up and not too far away. 17.79, 7.01 the lead up, and the run home about to appear 10.78. Number 6 a Car Pie, Fresh Up, and well done to Wendy Kite, 2 lengths ahead. A neck. Start 43, win number 6 by Collision in a Trendy Habit, and back into winning form. Good run the 1 Pacific Vibe, just a bit slow away, but got a good run through. It looked like third was going to be his lot, but he's punched through to get second and take that off. The 8 Sprite on Time, Fresh Up. A good Fresh Up performance too from box 8, and Mani Rama not too far away in 4th placing. There it is, all official, 6, 1, 8 and 5. The result, shall I say, about to appear. Race number 12 on the program. The Book Your Ultimate Christmas Party at the Hatrick, Class 3. It'll be underway at 9:45. Here's our result. Car Pie at big money. We've seen a few double figures tonight. $15.50 and $3.30. Pacific Vibe at $1.30 and Sprite on Time, the 8 at $4.30. 1-6 Cornella, $14.40. 618 Trifecta, $439.40. 6185 first 4, $3,592.10. So we have a carry forward of $1,000 going into the last race. And that wraps up our race number 11. Race 12 will be underway at around 9:45. Coming up with still 2 to go from Alexandra Park, coming up to race number 10 here, Craig, and take us through your selections for this one.
Yeah, do like Snow Raker here, Daryl. I thought a horse that didn't get a lot of luck in the junior drivers race last week has nice gate speed, middle of the road draw. I thought it might go forward and look to dominate this race. So I thought Snow Raker around about 3:30, 3:40 wasn't the worst bet. Just quickly back to the Kerry Hoggard Memorial. Did an interview for the box seat with Brett Mangos with Aliente. He said, gee, it was a good performance. He said the passing lane actually wasn't the place to be, which is unusual at Alexandra Park. He said it was a little bit sticky in there, so the mare did a nice job to get up the inside, and she actually won quite nicely at the line. So Brett Mangos for Barry Purdon, and Charlie Roberts was on track tonight to see Aliente win, of course. That wonderful family, Splendid Dreams. It's been a wonderful brood mare. And Aliente, when she finishes her racing, will be a very, very, very valuable broodmare herself, Aliente. There's Rariza, that stable. They had the first 4 home in our feature tonight. Barry trains Rariza. Zach Butcher takes the drive. This is what Barry had to say. Barry, you've got Rariza going round in race number 9 tonight. I thought a nice drive by Sean last week, but won the second row. Will have to be driven for a bit of luck tonight.
Yeah, driver assures we can get her off somewhere, so we'll see. But yeah, look, that's right. I mean, the gaps have got to come for us, so if she can get a bit of luck and get off the fence some part of it, I'm sure she'll go good. She's quite strong.
Mate, good team in tonight. All the best.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah, strike rate stable, isn't it? Barry Purdon, team flying at the moment, and Ra Reese is doing a good job for stud home bloodstock, along with RJ McDonald and Jay Fanslow. She only had the 5 starts, 1 win, 3 placings. That win was last week when she actually raced the 1-win horses, and she was only a maiden. Basically stays back in the same grade. Zach Butcher on board tonight. Not a great draw following out Charlie Harper, but as Barry said, the driver reckons he'll get her off the fence. He's pretty good at doing that, so 9 Ra Reza certainly in the mix. I went 6 to beat 9. Snowraker's been racing well. I put the line through the run last week. They burnt off the gate and they didn't ease up. 2 junior drivers races would run totally different. One was run at a pedestrian pace and one was on right from the start. So Snowraker was in that one, but there was plenty of speed on tonight. Might not have to work so hard. 6 on top, really like it. 9 Ra Reza, obviously in the mix. 4 Destined for Heaven, if you're sitting back and looking one to put into the first 4, $8. Working well for Logan Hollis. And I made Alta Valencia my top 4 for John and Josh Dickey. Was a winner here last start, betting Chell Shocked over the 2,700 metres. And Robert Argue will take the drive again tonight. So for me, 6, 9, 4 and 8. 6, 9, 4 and 8. Of course, there's a big carried forward in the first 4, so get involved. I think there's around about $3,000 carried forward into this event, race number 9 tonight. That pool will climb with 2.5 minutes left to go. Aaron, our feature tonight, Barry Purdon gets the first 4 home, but probably not in the order we thought.
Dead right. There'll be some interesting answers to come out of that race. The likes of Huey Green, no doctor needed, of course. He faded out of the race. So Huey Green, he was just caught out the back, and they ran it at a solid clip, didn't they? Big run by Arden's Choice to get up for a third. And who says you can't make money out of Barry Purdon's team? Gets the first 4 in it. Jackpots. Nobody. Boxed up the 4 Barry Purdon runners, Craig, for $24. They would have snared over $5,000 in the first 4 there. And we see it so many times here at Alexandra Park. Those Barry Purdon colours come to the fore when the big races are up. Collier's International Mobile, 9 on top. Ra Reza, good winner last week. Beat race winners there as well. Zach Butcher to do the driving. 8 Alta Valencia, I thought her win last week was good. She's going the right way. The Mark III mare, Robert Argue for Rosalind Stud, will put in the 4 Destined for Heaven. She's been working up well enough. The Rock and Roll Heaven mare, fresh up for Logan Hollis and Shane Robertson. Logan to do the driving. Master of Escape, thought it was a good run a fortnight ago too, and behind Opo Tama. 9, 8, 4 and 7 will be the numbers for me here in the 9th, Craig, and I'm pretty sure you and the boys will have the whole shakedown there on the box seat on Wednesday night too, re the Holmes DG pace tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll analyse what's happened in the Holmes DG and the run of No Doctor Needed going forward towards the New Zealand Cup. I'll catch up with Morris McHenry shortly and just get his initial thoughts on Huey Green, Aaron, and we've got Aliente's driver, Brett Mangos, already in the can, so that'll be played on Wednesday night on the box seat, so plenty to look forward to. Trackside 1, 8:30. Greg O'Connor, Michael Guerin and myself will go through what's happened over the weekend and what's leading into next weekend as well. Money coming for Ariza at the moment now has brought her into the tote favourite, $2.80. On the book, it's still Snowraker at $2.80, but $3.50 on the tote. So if you want to back the 6, the tote is the way to go. That first 4 pool is closing to $10,000 now, so you've still got time to get involved. Just $10,000. And of course, pick 6 took a hammering with the $21 shot. Aliente taking out a feature. I think there's only around about 280 odd live going into the 4th leg tonight. There we are, 298 on cue. 832 you'll need in your pick 6 tonight. Trials at Franklin tomorrow. Big fields there. 10 heats there tomorrow. So harness racing will continue in the north. Of course, next week, no trotting at Alexandra Park. They'll be at Cambridge next Friday night. So no trots at the park next Friday. Be at Cambridge next Friday night. In a fortnight's time, we'll be back here under the ribbon of light for the next meeting at the park. And behind the mobile now, Rariza 290, 120. Snowraker 330, 160. Third favourite Destined for Heaven at the 6:30, just in front of Alta Valencia. Good luck with the investments. Favourable start from 1 the second row in the Barry Purdon colours. Here's Aaron White.
You think the runners brushing up here for the ninth on the card to open the final treble in the second half of pick six. Pick six with just the 298.2 live units remaining there. Rariza inside second row draw. That's our race favourite here, Snowraker. Getting good support, one of two in the race for Adrian Matthews. Will be donned in the blue and white corded cap. At Dispatch, Colliers International, Mobile, Greenlight and Racing. Coming out well Art of Gold. Back on the inside then to Charlie Harper. Speak Up between those. Also wants a piece of the early action. There follow them by Snowraker. Cuts across in fourth. In Corroboree. Rariza straight away from the markers in sixth as they work around the stables corner. Destined for Heaven gets back with Master of Escape, Bourbon Street. Alta Valencia the last as they head out to the 1850 and Speak Up to take up the running for Peter Ferguson. Leads away by a couple. Charlie Harper will nestle in for the run in the trail at this stage. Art of Gold third and Park. Corroboree fourth and three back on the inside for Gary Noakes. Into the 1-1 goes Snowraker, the second favourite, with the favourite Rariza nicely on its back. Then Destined for Heaven, Alta Valencia making ground back on the inside for Robert Argue. Master of Escape and Andrew Drake second last, and Bourbon Street Salish Abernathy the last in a lead time of 44. They work across the showgrounds turn and it's Speak Up by a couple. From in second is Charlie Harper, 1400 metres left to go. Now Snowraker's come out of the 1-1 to come forward around Art of Gold. Corroboree on the inside, then Rariza. Bourbon Street is also coming forward from the back. Back over on the inside, Alta Valencia, Destined for Heaven second last. Master of Escape the last as they swing into the lane, a lap and a quarter to go. Opening quarter 31.2 in the Colliers International pace, and in front is Speak Up. Here's Bourbon Street getting up to the chair now. Back on the inside, Charlie Harper. Snowraker 1-1. Corroboree three back on the inside, then Art of Gold three back in the running line for Andre Potama as they scoot around the stables corner again. Alta Valencia on the inside of the race favourite Rariza and Zach Butcher with only two behind her. They are Destined for Heaven, Logan Hollis, and Master of Escape looking for a three wide run now as they run by the 800. 30 seconds was the second quarter. Speak Up into the back over Bourbon Street a length away. Back on the inside, Charlie Harper. Snowraker 1-1. Corroboree's three back on the inside. Then Art of Gold. Rariza starts her claim out three. Out four wide, Master of Escape. Alta Valencia's looking to get away from the markers, but heavily pocketed back in the field. And then Destined for Heaven off the back. 450 to go. Speak Up leads Bourbon Street. Coming out of the 1-1 is Snowraker. Master of Escape out wide. A back straight quarter 29.2. Rariza's run up and behind these runners back on the inside. Charlie Harper. Destined for Heaven out wide, a homeward bound. Speak Up, Snowraker. Rariza's in the clear and letting down strongly. Then Master of Escape. Destined for Heaven. Oh, she looked to come out wide as she's galloped further back. Alta Valencia at Speak Up. Snowraker coming hard. And now Rariza looking to get over the top of that pier. Speak Up. Snowraker, Rariza, the three of them drive for the prize. Oh, desperately close. Very, very tight between Rariza, Speak Up. Snowraker's third. Then Alta Valencia, Corroboree. They were followed Master of Escape. Art of Gold was back in the field, as too was Bourbon Street. Back with that was Charlie Harper, and Destined for Heaven. She was going to finish a lot closer than last. She galloped on the point of the home turn, 244.4, 29.8. We go to the photo finish, and it is very, very tight between Rariza. Speak Up on the inside, Rariza and Zach Butcher. Speak Up, Peter Ferguson getting the best out of it. Snowraker and Jay Abernathy between runners as they come down. Who's going to get the vital stride in? Rariza. Just Rariza from Speak Up. In for a third is going to be Snowraker and Alta Valencia working home nicely to make up the first four in the Colliers International mobile pace.
Official placings, race 9, the Colliers International Mobile Pace. 9, 2, 6, 8, 7, 10. 9, 2, 6, 8, 7, 10. Horse 9, Rariza, paced the 2200 metres in 2:44.48. Mile rate of 2 minutes point 3. Last 859, the 29.8. Last 859 and the last 429.8. Margins are half head, a half neck, 1 3/4 lengths. 9, 2, 6, 8, 7, 10. Race 9, the Colliers International Mobile Pace.
Rariza goes back to back. Stud Home Bloodstock Limited, RJ McDonald and Jay Fanslow, the owners. Congratulations to you. Scores nicely after winning here last Friday night. Courage Under Fire Bay, 4-year-old mare out of Stunning. Zach Butcher doing the driving for trainer Barry Purden. Barry gets 2 on the card tonight, including the feature, the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG Handicap Pace. Rariza bred by Brian West. And scores nicely there. Pete Evans down there, part of the victory celebrations from Colliers International. And Gordon Robertson, race night steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, was also in attendance. 2 Speed Cup. The big boy, 8-year-old Brown Gelding. The big dog, 8-year-old Brown Gelding, I should say, at Ashiza Homes for C and Mrs. L. Bray and Miss Elias Milner. Lisa Milner trained at QMU. Peter Ferguson and 6 Snowraker third. Gotta Go Cullen, Flamingo Queen, 5-year-old Bay Gelding. JH along with Mrs. P.R. Butcher. M. Lai and M. Andrews. Adrian Matthews trained at Waiuku. And J. Abernathy. Number 2. I should say number 9, Rariza, will return for the win to make it $3.10 and $1.50. $3.10 and $1.50. 2 Speak Up at $6.50, $6.50, and 6 No Raker, $1.40, $1.40. Quinella, $26.60, $26.60. Trifecta, $371.10, $371.10. And the first 4 on the numbers 9, 2, 6 and 8 with Alta Valencia, $1,314.80, $1,314.80. 2 and 9 in the double. Aliente Rariza, so a Barry Purden trained double, returns $29.60, $29.60. Pair of duckies in the concession, 2 and 2, $62.10, $62.10. Second to last race on the program tonight, the Year Vanuatu handicap trot over the 2,200 metres. Take out the 7, that being Demoiselle, and also 9 Tahoro Hazel. Tui Mada last number 2, 4 and $1.50, 5 Madu Bala, 6 and 3.26, Speedy Lavros 8 and 2, 10, 11 Jomo 8.80, 2.80, and 12 Precious Moment 9.70 and $3.50 back for the place. Here Vanuatu trot over the 2,200 metres. Race start time is 6 minutes to 10 o'clock. Race track time is 9:32.
them both times, so I think you've got to like him. He's got a motor and he's proven, and the bank balance suggests that.
Fourth of your runners is the 3-year-old filly by Art Major. Her name is Smiley Sophie, and she's trolled up nicely.
Yeah, look, she's probably in the same boat as King Solomon. She was good enough to go around in the features last year. Comes up, might look a tricky draw. It might be the place to be. She's pretty quick, and she's had a couple of trials under her belt too. So, whatever they do tonight, look for improvement for next week. But she could be one that could get a cosy trip.
So that's Tim Williams talking us through the All-Stars team. No change there at the top of Heat 10 of the Kiwi Punters Championship. A couple of thousand required or to be chased down there. Right, don't forget that last heat will be here next Friday night. Last chance to get in. Overall playing for $100,000 and $50,000 on show day. So the fixer, Bettor's Delight out of Tosti girl, well bred and expected to be the one to beat. Johnny Cox, of course, driving a bit of work these days for the All-Stars team. Gets his chance here with the fixer. I marked it on top of King Solomon. The kike didn't mind what he showed us at 2 and the way he has trialled. And quite ideal. Blair Orange for Brad Mowbray. There's a nice barrier draw to operate from. I thought it had a first 4 chance. Risking Smiley Sophie, although the way she's trialled, it may well be a decent sort of a risk. What about quaddie wise, with Markula taking out the previous and emphatically as well, as he makes his way towards what should be a sensational flying mile there at Ashburton Monday week. You've needed on your ticket 8 Little Rascal, 6 Gupta's Cullen and the 4 Markula. Short way home, $251 with the fixer, $381 with King Solomon, and out to $863 with Spondulix. Mark Mack, up to you. Your thoughts around the last. Of course, a big day tomorrow. Ashburton with a lead towards New Zealand Cup Week opportunities, of course, for the thoroughbreds, and then Methven Cup Day on Sunday.
Big fields down there tomorrow at Ashburton, plenty of numbers.
Yeah, and depth there too, Mark, and I think I read somewhere, might have been Michael Pittman's article in The Informant, where there's 18 or 19 Northern Raiders.
I read the same article, so you're exactly right.
Yep, headed up by Heroic and Bella, of course, going around in the 3-year-old feature tomorrow.
We've got La Diosa up against Starvoya for the pride of the South runners too, as they renew their battles.
Yep, it should be a terrific day there tomorrow. Matthew Cross will be alongside you, and I'll catch you again, of course, at Methven on Sunday.
Yep, and Mid-Canterbury well patronised for racing over the next couple of days too, and the weather is supposed to clear out by the time we get to the first tomorrow at 12:20. Coming up now for race number 9, Fast Track Insurance Mobile Pace. We've seen them around the thoroughbred world for a good number of months now, and the team at Fast Track getting behind harness racing with their latest venture. Kachina, quite ideal. Monet Grace comes up, the fixer. Spondylix and the kike. King Solomon and Smiley Sophie. Race number 9. Reminder to get those tickets at addington.co.nz in the last heat of the Kiwi Punting Championship here next Friday night. Details on that at addington.co.nz, with over $100,000 cash to be won the final on show day. Last of 9. Kachina's galloped off the inside. Smiley Sophie passed it. Green light, they're racing. Kachina missed it by 7, but it's pacing now. Spondylix was away fast, and speed also from Monet Grace. Quite Ideal's running third next to the inside, and a length and a half to the fixer. It's been trailed by Smiley Sophie from the kike and King Solomon, and 2 lengths to Kachina, who's last. Spondylix leads by 2. Second, Quite Ideal, or rather second, Monet Grace, and third, Quite Ideal. Ahead away fourth, the fixer on the outer in front of Smiley Sophie. A length and a half, the kike. Kachina went through on the inside, and King Solomon's off around them 3 wide. Lead time 24.5, 1,400 metres to go, and Spondylix and Tim Williams by a length and a half. Second outside the speed, the fixer, and up 3 wide, King Solomon. Leaders back is Monet Grace, and running fifth is Smiley Sophie. Then the kike from on the inside, Quite Ideal, and Kachina is last. The fixer goes to the top, King Solomon goes to the breeze, and Spondylix is now in the trail. 1-1 is Smiley Sophie, and Monet Grace next to the inside from the kike. And then came Quite Ideal, and a length away last Kachina. 30 and 8 for the first quarter. The last out of the Met, 1,000 to go. And the leader is now the fixer. The margin's a length over King Solomon parked, and third Spondylix the trail. Smiley Sophie's 1-1, so the All-Star spots 1, 2, 3, 4. Monet Grace, 5th on the inside. 1 to the kite, 3 back the outside row. Next to the pegs is Quite Ideal, and last of all is Kachina as they get over near the 700-metre mark. And the leader is still the Fixer by a length. Second, King Solomon. Spondylix is going to wait use of the Terror to Love It Pine Leaf Farm passing lane. Smiley Sophie 4th, Monet Grace 5th the inside from the Kike. And then Quite Ideal and Kachina and No Move. Second quarter 31-2, 62 for the half, 500 to go. And the leader is still the Fixer by a length over King Solomon. Spondylix is behind the leader and a length away 4th Smiley Sophie from Monet Grace and the Kike. Quite Ideal and Kachina. Well, Kachina's run off badly at that last turn, veered to the middle of the track. Third quarter, 30.6, they head in. The leader, the Fixer, a length and a half, King Solomon. Inside run for Spondylix, and then came Monet Grace behind them from Smiley Sophie. The Fixer leads. King Solomon's half a length away. It's the Fixer, though, holding King Solomon. Spondylix and Smiley Sophie for the third, and the Fixer wins the last, has beaten home King Solomon. Now third's a photo. Smiley Sophie with that low head carriage might nearly get Spondylix at the line. Next in is Quite Ideal, followed in by the Kike, Monet Grace and Kachina. All Stars had 4 in. Guess what they ran? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, the Fixer. Johnny Cox, a catch drive for the All Stars. A training win and a driving win for him tonight. A Better's Delight Tosti Girl 3-year-old. Lacks nothing in the breeding department and would appear to have the ability of mum to match. Last quarter, 26.9, 156.9 the last mile. Thanks to Al for all of the sectionals. Second goes the way of King Solomon. I think Smiley Sophie's going to run third. Doesn't wear an overcheck and gets their head down. So a few of the All-Stars runners race without the overcheck. I think that might have been enough to get Smiley Sophie into third. Normal transmission. When you see the All-Stars here, Greg, you've got to have faith. Got rolled earlier, but they've certainly got things back on track with a first 4 in the last. Good evening to you and everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Mark, and for your help throughout the night. Yes, Barry Purdon does it up there in the Holmes DG. Mark does it down here. 4 in, 1, 2, 3, 4. The Fixer, the Better's Delight out of Tosti Girl, raced by the Kennards. Mrs. Pippi Gillen, RJ Fleetwood and RJ John Magnus. Congratulations. Win 1 at start 1, Johnny Cox in the first drive, I would imagine, for the Purdon Rasmussen team. Out of Tosti Girl, she was good enough to win 7 from 19. 2.10 and 1.30. King Solomon good in second, 1.30. Probably see him in the size next week, you would imagine. And Smiley Sophie making up good ground, 2.40. 4, 8, 10. $3 Quinella, 22.20 the trifecta, 4, 8, 10, 5. First 4, $51. $51. Did complete the double, 2.70. 4 and 4. Mark Hauler in the first leg, 4, 8 concessions paid. 2.20. Treble 6, 4 and 4. First leg taken out by Gupta's Cullen. 118.10. 251.20 the quaddie. 8.6, 4 and 4. 8.6, 4 and 4. First leg Little Rascal. And 88.90 is your place 6 dividend tonight. $88.90. Completes the action here at Addington Raceway, of course, back here next Friday in the countdown to Christchurch Casino New Zealand Cup Week on behalf of Everard Petrie and the team that brought you all of the action here tonight. He was the director doing a wonderful job in the chair. I bid you all a very good evening, and Daryl, we're up to the 12th for you.
Thank you, Greg, and you have a good weekend, and thanks for your hard work throughout the night too there at Addington. Not a bad place, 6 here too, $88 to wrap up the night. About to wrap it all up here at Hatrick Raceway, and Corborn Morris, no surprises here, favourite $260 with the book, $4.50 on the tote at the stage, just on $1,500 in the win pool. And also we had that carry forward too in the first 4, and that first 4 pull at $2,300 for the last race at this point. Selections here for me, I've gone for the consistent Kirkham Jack. 2 chances in the race for Liz Doody. I'd have to say Kirkham Jack has been in great form. 4 seconds in a row, deserves a win. And tonight could be the night for Kirkham Jack. Tough box draw, but has been running very well both here and at the Manawa too. So putting in the 5. Second time I thought could go a good race tonight. That's the value in the race around that $8 mark. $9 with the tote. To look on the verge of a downgrade, but just gets out a bit wider and probably gets a fairly easier Class 3 field tonight, second time. So I do like that out there in the 6 for Clarkie and Jen. So 5 and 6. Allegro All Go coming up from Class 2 after that win here last week for Gary Fredrickson. And Allegro All Go also just scraping in under that $10 mark, around $9. Off the inside, we've got Mary Blueblood. Can show a bit of box speed. Hasn't been showing it the last couple, but more than capable. And if it does miss, it will get back down to Class 2. But could go a good race here from the inside draw, and a bit of support too on the tote for Mary Blueblood. A Power Smoke for Marcy Flip, another one that's recently come up to Class 3, lined up in that qualifier here last week, running 6. And behind Smash Allegro, which is good form coming into this. Good Genes, Nathan Newdy sitting on a hat-trick. He's had a good night, Nathan. A couple of wins and a good chance here with Good Genes if he can get the jump. I think he's good enough to mix it up for sure. Comes in rank outsider, but a good night out for Nathan. And Corborn Rowan out wide for Liz Dirty, box 8, not her favourite box draw. 9 starts for nothing. But saying that, she's put together 4 very good performances in the last 4 starts. And you never know, could pick up her first check from the outside. Good luck if you're still alive here in the place 6 and the quaddie. Book your ultimate Christmas party at Hatrick Raceway. To wrap it up here for the last, Lure sent on its way for the last time. Lure just about there, ready. And racing in the last, flying off the inside. Mary Blueblood's going to put 3 or 4 here on Power Smoke, and Corborn Morris also getting a run through from Kirkham-Jack. Good Genes the inside, around the outside, second time. Break back in the field now. We've got Allegro All Go, and we've lost one there, and that was Corborn Rowan. Up they come the inside. Corborn Morris trying hard. Kirkham-Jack getting there. Corborn Morris from Kirkham-Jack. Now the 2 out wide, very close here with Power Smoke there with Mary Blueblood just in behind Good Genes second time. And then we had Allegro All Go, and the one that we lost was Corborn Rowan. Went flying past me just then. And we didn't lose him. He just dropped off the pack there across the top. And he's just running past in the final stages. The 2 and the 1 going wide. The 3 got through Corborn Morris. Kirkham-Jack came through. He's going to have to settle for another second. 3, 5, 2 and 1 in the last. And Corborn Morris for Matt Roberts, and Stu Dickinson continuing on their great form. Will pick up the win, the favourite. Kirkham-Jack another second placing. Power Smoke and Mary Blueblood, who must have had about 4 lengths on them at the start. 17.70 the time. The lead up 6.94. And the run home 10.76. 3, 5, 2 and 1. A half a length. 1 3/4 by 1, and Corborn Morris will carry the night. Comes back ahead of the field by Swift Fancy out of Corborn Burn for Matt Roberts. Stu Dickinson start 21, win number 6, and steps up to Class 3 in style, taking out the last. That wraps up our night here at Hatrick Raceway. Our trackside team, Tony Uppiter and the trackside team on course here, have done a marvellous job. We'll get the result out for this last race shortly. Still 2 to come from Alexandra Park. We'll get to Craig Thompson shortly, but we'll just clean up the result here for the last race. And Corborn Morris will pay $2.80 and $1.40. Kirkham-Jack at $1.40. Power Smoke at $1.90. 3.5 Quinella $6.40. 3.52 Trifecta $38.70. 3.521. The first 4 $190.40. The 6.3 double $80.70. 6.5 concession 23 even. 4.63 treble $412.40. The quaddie was partially struck $4,922.10. 5, 4, 6 and 3 in tonight's place 6 here at Hatrick at $10.40. Wraps up our meeting tonight from Wanganui. Hope you enjoyed the action coming out of Hatrick Raceway. Still 2 to go. I'll get on the road, Craig, and I'll leave you with 2 races to go here at Alexandra Park. Good to be working with you tonight, and you have a good weekend too, and you're raced 10 coming up here.
Thanks, Daryl. Safe travels for you, and great work tonight at the Wanganui Dogs. Yes, race number 10 here is for the trotters, the CO and C1 trotters here, or the new rating system. Non-winners and up to rating 44. Favourite here is Madubala. We'll catch up with Bernie Hackett shortly. $3 on the book, $3.80 the tote, opened at $2.90 last night. Second favourite here is Tuimata Lass, who was placed last start behind Lovely Bundy for Stephen Reid and Simon McMullen. $3.90 the book, $4.10 the tote. Then you're looking at Rave Nation. Beautifully bred, this one. Muscle mass out of Merckx. Watched it work last Saturday. Trialled up quite nicely for Ross Painter and Sean McCaffrey at $8.20, $8.30, and also a little bit of money on Precious Moment down the bottom for Robert Argue at around about $8.50. One of the up-and-coming junior drivers in the north at the moment is Jack McKinnon. Thought I'd catch up with him and talk about his runners in the last 2 races. Jack, thanks for your time. 2 in the last tonight, races 10 and 11. Let's talk about Brookside Colt. Coming in fresh tonight. How's he going?
Not too bad. I think he'll need the run tonight, but in this grade, I think he's definitely a horse to follow through the next few weeks.
Get around the workouts, I believe. Was it last week or the week before? To come through that nicely?
Yeah, he has. I mean, he is pretty fit, but I think with another workout, he would have been better, but there's no races for the next few weeks, so I thought I'd race him tonight and see how he goes.
Is your horse that targeting the grass track series through the summer months?
Yeah, he will be. He sort of suits those short distance races, so those 2100 metre races on the grass really suit him.
Talk about drivers here in the last. Barrier 1, nice draw, bit of gate speed. Confidence?
Sort of depends. He pulled quite hard in front last week, so I'll probably look to get a trail, but it just sort of depends who comes around and who I hand up to. But if he does get a good trail, I think he'll be there.
He's got a nice way of going, hasn't he? Of course, he won nicely at Cambridge 2 starts ago. It looks his type of race. There's no real standout in the last.
No, there's not, and that's probably the hardest thing. Who do I hand up to? But I suppose we'll just play it by ear and hopefully he gets a run.
You get a few drives in the junior drivers ranks and a few in with the trotters. And your own background with the training at the moment, how many are you working?
Just 2. One I've just put out, it just qualified, I just put out for a spell. But yeah, just 2, we're quite busy, so it's nice to keep them down.
Mate, you're driving well. Let's hope that you get a win in the last tonight.
Cool, thanks a lot.
Jack McKinnon, up-and-coming junior driver, and does a good job too. And he drives and trains Brookside Colt in race number 10 tonight. Bernie Hackett and Michelle Wallace, they co-train runner number 5, Madubala. Bernie in the maiden trot tonight. A lovely filly, Madubala, was very good at the workouts last Saturday. We haven't seen her since the Jewels. How's she progressed into a 3-year-old?
She's grown a lot. Pretty happy with her, but you know, tonight you got those C1s, you know, off the back here where they come whipping past you, and it makes it real hard for the maidens, you know, and she's just lacking that ring craft. It'd be nice just to have a maiden-only trot, but hey, that's what we've got. So yeah, but I am pleased with her.
Do you stand by her, Bernie, that she may be better than just a maiden, a filly that we could watch going through the summer months?
I think so, Craig. I'm aiming sort of Oaks material with her. I do like her a bit, and Michelle really likes her, and that's, you know, she thinks she could be an Oaks filly, yeah.
The team's going really well at the moment. Trotters are flying. Let's hope that they continue the run tonight.
Yeah, so do I, you know, and it's just good to have a nice team of trotters.
So that's Bernie Hackett with his thoughts on Madubala, who is your favourite in race number 10 tonight. $3.40, filly by Great Success, this one. And Michelle Wallace will take the drive. I marked them 5 on top. I think she's a nice type, really impressive on the week. You know, no, she probably doesn't have the ring craft of a few here, but she'll make the grade. 12 Precious Moments, certainly the value at double figure odds, nearly $11. That's her on screen at the moment. Robert Argue takes the drive. Coming out of that Best Love race last week, strong form line that race, because the Best Love CK Spur were the first 2 home. Precious Moment was 4th, I thought was good. Definite chance here, even off the back mark of 30 metres. That horse on screen was placed behind Lovely Bundy at Auckland 2 weeks ago. David Butcher takes the drive, and 2200 will suit her. She usually trots throughout, so that's a big plus. And Speedy Lavros, runner number 6 here. Stephen Argue takes the drive. Robert takes the drive on Precious Moment. Stephen is on Speedy Lavros, and he's working towards a maiden win in the not too distant future. Good third 2 starts ago and 5th last week behind Blood and Whiskey. So he's not the most fluent of trotters. To be fair, he's got an awful gait, but he trots real well. Runner number 6, Speedy Lavros, tries, and as I say, won't be a maiden for too much longer. 5 on top, clearly on top over 12, 2 and 6. Aaron's 2, 5, 12 and 1. He's with 2 Imata less on top for race number 10. Aaron, for the non-winners trot.
Yeah, she's going the right way, isn't she? Improving with every outing. The Prez 4-year-old mare. Stephen Reid, Simon McMullen gunning for 3 successes on the card tonight. The Chief David Butcher took the first aboard Utmost Delight, so we'll go that way. With the 2 over the 5, Madhu Bala. That was a very nice workout victory last Saturday by the great success filly. Michelle Wallace, the 12, has to be considered here. Precious Moment, a chance in this race. Another mare by the Prez. Has been mixing manners and subsequent form. Robert Argue to do the driving, one of 2 in the race for Dad Stephen, and we'll put in the debutante Rave Nation as all the breeding by Muscle Mass out of a Jules winner in Merckx. Sean McCaffrey and Ross Painter, the trainers there at Cambridge. Tony Hurley, of course, did train Merckx when she did win that Jules title. Of course, she got that. She was promoted up to the win there for that Jules title was Merckx. So Rave Nation with the breeding has to be considered here. 2, 5, 12 and 1 for me. So the runners come forward for the Air Vanuatu handicap trot. So up they come. Takoko Breeze just on the move on the 30-metre tape, as to is Joe Mo. Playing up Mega Speed on the unruly off the front. It's got Speedy Lavros fired up. Precious Moment is in the zone. Certainly is. As it paws the ground, it wants to go. Takoko Breeze and Jomo, they're having their own little game there on the 30-metre mark. Takoko Breeze back on a new campaign. So starter Frank Phelan says, well, I've had enough of that. You can walk around again. We'll see if we can get you to settle with walking around again. So that's what he's done. Takoko Breeze with the starters attended alongside now. Jomo, Precious Moment to come forward, is in the zone, and Brookside Colt. Mega Speed standing now quietly, but up against the outside fence here for J. Abernathy. Rave Nation turns in to Imata Lass. 2,200 metres, Air Vanuatu handicap trot, and the barrier strands release as they did. The 30-metre barrier strand is curled around Takoko Breeze's front legs here, so I would say that Frank Phelan will be on the whistle. Here's the clerk of the course out on the track to tell the drivers that we're not going first time. We'll go back for a take.
Ben Thompson is your rider. 5:50, 6:10. We'll record Cranbourne if this race is going to go at the same time at Alexandra Park, so domestic action will take preference. Alexandra Park, Cranbourne will be recorded, so bet now if you want to get into meeting 19, race number 6. They're at the barrier, and we're still probably 30 seconds away here from Alexandra Park, just getting the tapes all sorted out off the 30-metre handicap for race number 10 at the park, where your favourite is Madhu Bala. 3:10 actually stepped okay in the first instance, so let's hope that she can do it second time around. Cranbourne race number 6, as I say, they're at the barrier now, so if you want to have a bet there, make sure you do that now. Speedy Orr is your favourite, just in front of runner number 10 with Blake Shin aboard. at $3.20. Cranbourne race number 6 over the 1,000 metres on option 296 if you want to get involved now. Looks like they're lining for take number 2 for the maiden to C1 trot. Might head upstairs to Aaron White. The tapes are set. We're only probably 10 or 20 seconds away and get Aaron's call on the 10th.
Take 2 for the Air Vanuatu handicap trot over the 2,200 metres. And again, Jomo now playing up on the 30-metre barrier strand. Really cantankerous behind the line is Jomo. Precious Moment. They let Speedy Lavros back up onto the front tape. Tacoca Breeze has settled better now from the Unruly off 30. In the meantime, starter Frank Phelan. Just waiting for Precious Moment to turn in. Then we'll be good to go as he hit the button. Jomo swung around, interfered a bit there with Precious Moment. Not wanting to come off the mark was Brookside Colt. Mega Speed stood there, is in the zone, wasn't in the zone for the start. And Madhu Bala's gone for an early gallop. Tui Madalas, the early leader from Amanda Spur. Now up into third is Tacoca Breeze as they work onto the stables corner. 3 or 4 lengths Speedy Lavros. Madhu Bala quickly down and trotting as up ahead. Amanda Spurs galloped around the stables corner. Further back in the field then to Anzac and Jomo and Precious Moment. Further back is in the zone. Well back now, Rave Nation's gone for an early gallop. Brookside Colt and Mega Speed well out of commission as they work up into the back, and it's Tui Mardalas and the Chief David Butcher. 2.5 to Coca Breeze. Mike Nicholas has the nice run in the trail. 3 lengths Speedy Lavros. 4 lengths Madhu Bala. 6 lengths away Anzac. They're followed then by Jomo and Precious Moment is in the zone. Further back in the field, off stride there now again was Amanda's Spur. Lead time in 52.3, and a long margin away then to a Brookside Colt and Mega Speed, and the debutante Rave Nation might be pulled up as they sweep across the showgrounds turn here where Tui Mardalas leads by a couple to Coca Breeze. Mike Nicholas getting the slipstream in the trail, and then Speedy Lavros. They're followed by Madhu Bala as they work into the lane with 1,200 left to go. 5 lengths away in fifth is Anzac. Precious Moment looking to stride forward up on its outside, then Jomo 32.5 the opening quarter, and is in the zone the last of the winning chances. Judge Bell 1 to go. Tui Mardalas, the mare by the Prez, will stride into the final circuit leading by a couple. Tacoca Breeze in the trail, and then Speedy Lavros. Madhu Bala, Michelle Wallace 4 back on the inside as they scoot around the stables corner. Precious Moment out parked. Anzac on the inside of Jomo 1-1, and then is in the zone, and Gary Noakes back last of the winning chances. Forget the rest. 800 to go. 32-2 the next quarter. Air Vanuatu handicap trot in the leader. Tui Mardalas. Tacoca Breeze on its back. There followed Speedy Lavros. Precious Moment closing and up on the outside. Then Madhu Bala, Jomo 1-1 there, followed by Anzac, and is in the zone as they trot to the end of the back straight. Tui Mardalas with Tacoca Breeze hard on the leaders back as they turn off the back straight. Precious Moment closing and up on the park spot. Back on the inside, Speedy Lavros just eases away from the markers there. Jomo pushed out 3 wide, back straight quarter. 30.9 further back in the field. Madhu Bala, Tui Mardalas to bring them for home. Precious Moment. Tacoca Breeze with the passing lane run now, and then Jomo, Speedy Lavros homeward bound. Tui Mardalas up on the outside. Precious Moment gallop. Tacoca Breeze through on the inside, then Speedy Lavros and Jomo. Tui Mardalas. Tacoca Breeze through on the inside, and Speedy Lavros. Speedy Lavros goes to Tui Mardalas. Speedy Lavros, and Speedy Lavros comes away to beat Tui Mardalas. Tacoca Breeze third, fourth very tight. Madhu Bala or Jomo, they were followed, is in the zone back in the field. Precious Moment gallop with that when they came for home, lost its chance with that gallop. Anzac was back in the field. Brookside Colt further away then to Amanda's Spur. They were followed by Mega Speed, and Rave Nation has gone around for practice still with 400 to run. 258.4. 30.3 was the final quarter. Speedy Lavros, a maiden no longer. Stephen Argue, the trainer and driver, Muscles Yankee, 4-year-old gelding, to get over the top of Tuimata Lass, who's gone down bravely into Coca Breeze after causing the first false start. Will be the third across, and then very close fourth. Jomo's just going to get that in front of Madu Bala in the Air Vanuatu handicap trot.
Official placings, race 10, the Air Vanuatu handicap trot. 6, 2, 10, 11, 5, 13. 6, 2, 10, 11, 5, 13. Horse 6, Speedy Lavros, trotted the 2200 metres from a stand in 258.40. Mile rate of 210.5. Last 861.3. The 430.3. The margins 2 lengths, 3 1/4 lengths, 1 1/2 lengths. 6, 2, 10, 11, 5, 13. Race 10. Air Vanuatu handicap trot, subject to an inquiry.
We will get that information on the inquiry momentarily. Speedy Lavros back at the head of the field for the Boots and Booty Syndicate, and Mrs. L.L. Hamilton. Stephen Argue, the trainer-driver out of Pukekohe. Speedy Lavros breaks his maiden tonight at start number 9, a Muscles Yankee. Black 4-year-old gelding out of Lady Seagill. Down there, part of the victory celebrations, Pat Gubb, race night steward of the Auckland Trotting Club. Speedy Lavros, nice winner of the Vanuatu handicap trot. 2, Tuimata Lass, the Prez Susan Brown 4-year-old mare, Dr. J along with Mrs. S.J. Ewan, Miss K.L. Blakemore, S.W. McMullen, the owners, Stephen Reid, Simon McMullen, trained at Pukekohe, and David Butcher. And, 10 Coca Breeze, third Monarchy. 7-year-old bay mare out of Charmed, Mike Nicholas, the owner, trainer and a driver out of Waiuku. Provisional tote, Speedy Lavros number 6, $10.20 and $2.90, $10.20 and $2.90. 2 Tuimata Lass, $1.70, $1.70. Couple of inquiries here, ladies and gentlemen. The stewards looking at the start first and foremost, and then they're also looking into the winner in the run home here, Speedy Lavros. So just hold all tickets here in the 10th on the card until we get confirmation. So the stewards are looking into the start and also into Speedy Lavros in the run home. Right, home for, what do we do? The dividends here, $10.20 and $2.90. Provisional Speedy Lavros. 2 Tuimata Lass at $1.70, $1.70 and 10 Coca Breeze, $7 even, 7 even. Quinella, $16.30, $16.30. Provisional Trifecta, $629.90, $629.90. Provisional first 4 partially struck, 6, 2, 10 and 11 with Joe Mo, $5,321.20. $5,321.20, 532 at this stage to jackpot through to the last. But the stewards are looking into the start of the race and also looking into the winner, Speedy Lavros, and the run home. So hold all tickets until we get a confirmed result in race number 10. Provisionally 6.86 live in pick 6, 6.86 live in pick 6. Last race on the card tonight, and that is the Sweet Lou at Woodland Stud Mobile Pace over the 2,200 metres. 2 Ultimate Kayla, $4.40 and $1.40. 4 Ideal Roman, $5.10 and $3. 1 Drover's Ear, 5.20 and 3.10, and 6 by Naro Mara, 6.60, 2.20. 9 Turnbull, 6.80 and $1.60. The last race with a start time of 24 minutes after 10. Runners come up for the Kerry Hogarth Memorial Homes DG Handicap Pace. Our feature race on the card tonight. Barrier strands released, they're off. Huey Green was just caught on the back foot. He's going to settle out the tail. Back there now is Rocker Band after an early mistake as well. So first out will be Ideal Bell from coming forward Robbie Burns. Back on the inside Aliente, 3 lengths away in the field then to Beyond the Silence. 4 back to the Faithful, 3 lengths away in the field Arden's Choice, and they're followed by No Doctor Needed. Back in the field Rocker Band. She's found her hopples now, and one behind her, and that's the big boy, and that is Huey Green. So they're spread out over plenty of territory in the early part of the Kerry Hogarth Memorial Homes DG Handicap Pace, and in front is Ideal Bell and Barry Purden. From Aliente in the trail, and 3 back now is Robbie Burns. There's 2.5 lengths away to Beyond the Silence, 6 lengths away in the field to the Faithful, 3 lengths on its back Arden's Choice. You've got to go 4 lengths No Doctor Needed as they work the stables corner first time. Back in the field Rock Abandoned Sam Otley, and Huey Green to its outside for the Magic Man Morris McHenry. Ideal Bell getting on with business though, away by 2. Aliente, Brent Mangos, lovely run in the trail, and Robbie Burns, Tony Hurley is third. 3 back on the inside, followed through then by Beyond the Silence and Lynn Neal as they've completed a circuit of the Kerry Hogarth Memorial Homes DG Handicap Pace. In 5th is the Faithful and Zach Butcher as they run down to the lead time. That's cut out in 1:23.5 as the Faithful looks to come forward. Onto its back was Arden's Choice, and that pumps out 3 wide, No Doctor Needed. Well back in the field Rocker Band, and Huey Green, he's back last. It would be the best part of 10 lengths off our leader Ideal Bell as they sweep across the showgrounds turn 1,300 metres out. Ideal Bell by a couple. Aliente, No Doctor Needed about to get to the chair. Robbie Burns away from the markers to find 1-1 cover on the back of No Doctor Needed. Back on the inside then was Beyond the Silence, opening quarter 29.7. Then came the Faithful in the running line. On its back Arden's Choice, Rocker Band second last, and Huey Green, he's still back last. Judge Bell 1 to go. Ideal Bell, the American Ideal Mare, onto the stables corner final time. Aliente's had the beautiful run in the trail. Up on the outside No Doctor Needed's done plenty of work in the run. Back on the inside Beyond the Silence, Robbie Burns and the Iceman. He's already sitting on 4 winners for the night. He's in the 1-1. On his back is the Faithful. Huey Green's gone back to the markers. Back in the field Arden's Choice, and with that Rocker Band. 30.8 the second quarter. Through the back they go. Kerry Hogarth Memorial Homes DG Handicap Pace. Ideal Bell leads a little over a length from stablemate Aliente. Up on the outside No Doctor Needed. Beyond the Silence the inside. Robbie Burns 1-1. Back on the inside Huey Green. He's gone to 4 back on the markers. Snookered all dressed up, nowhere to go. To its outside now with 400 left to go was the Faithful. Getting into the races Rock Abandoned. Back last now Arden's Choice. Back straight quarter 29.9. 9. Ideal Bell for home. No Doctor Needed back on the inside. Aliente. Robbie Burns, the faithful, getting to the outside. Rocker Band further back beyond the silence. Huey Green, he's too far back at this stage. In front, Ideal Bell. Aliente up the passing lane. They're followed out wide of the faithful. Aliente getting through on the inside of Ideal Bell, the faithful. Down to the line, and Aliente for the Kerry Hoggard Memorial Homes DG handicap pace. Second over was Ideal Bell, and rocketing home Arden's Choice maybe third. They were followed then. We've got a line-up for fourth. The faithful was there, as too was Rocker Band, and back over on the inside beyond the silence. Back in the field to Robbie Burns. Well, Huey Green couldn't get into the race, and No Doctor Needed was back amongst the tail enders. They've run 322 points.
Yeah, it was a Barry Purdon first four here. Aliente, Ideal Bell, Arden's Choice, and of course the faithful. They run 1, 2, 3 and 4. Watching the replay again, you'll see Huey Green didn't get a lot of room in the run home, so he probably had a couple of excuses, but good performance. Aliente, $21. Brett Mangos up the passing lane for Charlie Roberts. Inquiry at Alexandra Park is into the winner as well. So 2 inquiries, the start and into the winner. So we'll update you as soon as we know more on what is happening at Alexandra Park for their 10th. Just about start time for the dogs. Race number 11, Beauty Sleep is your favourite from the inside. The Red Rug, 320 on the fixed odds. On the tote, though, it's runner number 6. 320 the book, 340 the tote. And also a little bit of money from the 2 box here. Jim Boots, $7 the book, $3.90 the tote. Beauty Sleep from the inside here. This is Sale Dogs, race number 11. Over the distance of 440 metres. So Beauty Sleep, a 1 or 2 starts ago. Jim Boots, the winner of its last 2. And it is second favourite. So let's get to a caller on track for meeting 38, race number 11. Good luck with your investment.
Boxed. Beauty Sleep the inside here. Omega Brittany into box 3. Sir Minter and Winsome Dora. They're the odd numbers. And they're up. Even numbers coming up. Jim Boots, Aston Troy, Tabinga Sprite and My Pocket Rocket. Green light on. Set to go. And away. Tabinga Sprite, the favourite, began third. Best out was Jim Boots, leads them early. Jim Boots best out of boxes. Omega Brittany to second, up to third, My Pocket Rocket. They've got away by 4 lengths now to Beauty Sleep. Coming up on its outside there. At the head of the others there would have been Winsome Dora. Back off for the track at that stage was Sir Minter. As they run to the turn though, and Omega Brittany left them for dead. Races away. It'll score by 7 or 8 lengths to My Pocket Rocket and Tabinga Sprite. And 2 lengths away, fourth early leader Jim Boots from Beauty Sleep. And back in behind those runners there was Sir Minter. And well back behind them would have been Winsome Dora. And there's one going the other way, which I couldn't find before, Aston Troy. It has failed to finish in a time of 25.10.
It'll be 3, 8 and 6 at the dogs. 3, 8 and 6 at Sale. Omega Brittany at around about $11. Actually got out to $13 late. So 3, 8 and 6 at Sale for race number 11 there. Alexandra Park, we're around about 6 minutes out from the last here. Can't give you any updated information on the inquiry at this stage. It's still proceeding. And of course, that means can't give you any indication of what the wall pays will be for the last in the quaddie as well. So once we get that all confirmed, then I can let you know what your wall pays will be. But Ideal Roman's 280, 380 at the moment. And is your favourite. Second favourite here is runner number 2, Alta Michaela. Tony Hurley. He's had a pretty good night at the office tonight. 4 wins, 450. Third favourite, runner number 1, Drover's Ear. Understand Precious Moment was a late scratching, so can understand that has been declared a late scratching Precious Moment in the last. Not sure about what's happened with the inquiry into the winner, Speedy Lavros, and just getting into indication now that the inquiry into the winner has been dismissed. So Speedy Lavros is clear to pay, and Precious Moment has been declared a late scratching. So that's the update here from Alexandra Park. It'll be 6-2-10. 6-2 and 10. And we'll probably get you those updated dividends too, because they will change with the late scratching of Precious Moment. There is your favourite for the last, Ideal Roman, trained by the Telford Garlic team. Scott Phelan takes the drive. This is what he had to say. 2-1. Scotty drove the favourite in the last, Ideal Roman. Again, he's another one coming in fresh, and he's had the one workout. Gets a nice draw here.
Yeah, look, he does, and he's probably in the right field too. So he's got a bit of gate speed, and we'll see how we go out the gate tonight. But look, he probably in need of a little bit of a run, so just be a bit wary. And but look, he's a nice enough horse, and hopefully he can be thereabouts.
A good book of drives tonight. All the best.
Cheers. Thanks, Val.
Scott Phelan with his thoughts about Ideal Roman, the son of American Ideal. He hasn't raced since the beginning of February, so he's an awful long time off the scene. Trial last Saturday was quite good. Scott thought may need another run, but this is the right type of field for him, and he is your favourite at $2.80 on the book, $4.10 on the tote. Runner number 2 is Alta Michaela for Eddie Clark. She's a rising 7-year-old, but she's been very good of late. We tipped her out last start, and she went a really good second behind Stunning Shadow. Nice draw. The man in the bike at the moment's had a fantastic night, Tony Herlihy, so he'll look to give this mare every opportunity. Chasing win number 4, Alta Michaela, and she is paying at this stage $4 to win, and around about $3.70 on the book. That result is confirmed from race number 10. I can tell you that Speedy Lavros has paid $9.32.60, To Him Out Alas $1.50, and Takuka Breeze has paid $6.50 for a place. $6.10 for a place. The new Quinella has paid $13.10. Trifecta 6, 2 and 10, $444.90. And the first 4, 6, 2, 10 and 11, $3,048.10. $3,048.10 with a carry forward of 304. So just note that. No change to placings, but a late scratching of Precious Moment declared a non-runner. 6, 2, 10 and 11, the first 4 at Alexandra Park for race number 10. Other chances in the last, well, Drover's Ear, Jack McKinnon. Give it a decent push, thought the inside draw. Got a bit of gate speed, like to take a trail if he can. Said the horse can over-race a bit, but thought it'd go a big race tonight on the back of a nice win 2 starts ago at Cambridge, and last up was just a fair 5th at Alexandra Park. Wainaro Mara for Nikki Chilcott. She'll drive the mare by, or the son of Liz Mara for Tom Rodwell. Been very consistent of late. He's overdue for a winning run. He was second behind Ra Reza, who's won tonight. Last week in the junior drivers race when Dylan Ferguson was aboard, so is a chance again tonight. And an interesting runner right down the bottom is runner number 10, Winberg Sally. This one was with James Stormont, now with Mike Burgess. Showed ability, been off the scene for a long time, but placed at the workouts in the last couple of weeks. Might be one to watch in upcoming weeks. Number 10, Winberg Sally. This is the rating 35 to 51. Jason and Megan T's got a couple in here. Washington's Chance, who's around about a $30 shot, and also Charming Desire. Don't think they've had this one for long. I think it was around $66 on the fixed odds last night. Charming Desire. I think Ivor Brownlee had this one for a while. Royden Downey, mare by Real Desire, and Megan will take the drive in the last. I'll give you the will pays tonight for the quaddie at Alexandra Park with Aliente, Ra Reza and Speedy Lavros. The will pays Drover's Air is about 3,600, 3,000 with Alta Michaela, 15,000 Washington's Chance, Ideal Roman at 3,600, no ticket on runner number 5, Wainaro Mara 4,000, 15,000 with Soul Man, 15,000 also with Gotta Go Jetaway, 7,000 with Turnbulls, 15,000 with Winberg Sally, and no ticket on Charming Desire. Pick 6 tonight. Will pays in the pick 6. You needed Star Galleria, Walkinshaw, Aliente, Ra Reza and Speedy Lavros. 40,000 with Drover's Ear. 16,000 with Alta Michaela. No ticket on Washington's Chance. 23,000 with Ideal Roman, which is interesting because Alta Michaela is your favourite way in the pick 6. No ticket on You Better You Bet. 32,000 with Wainaro Mara. No ticket with Soul Man. Partial tickets on Gotta Go Jetaway and Turnbulls at 40,000, and no tickets on Winberg Sally or Charming Desire. So we have 6 horses in pick 6 that are either fully covered or partially covered. Cranbourne's hard on the back of this at Alexandra Park, so get your investments underway for the last at Cranbourne. Favourite there is Runson, 270, 280, runner number 2. That's meeting 19, race number 7. Also money for Aussie Choice, Lady Spirit and Striking Lee, runner number 9, Cranbourne. Hard on the back of Alexandra Park. My numbers in the last: 4 Ideal Roman, 2 Ultimate Kayla, 1 Drover's Ear, and 6 Wainaro Mara. 4, 2, 1 and 6. Aaron's 2, 4, 6 and 10 for the last at Alexandra Park. Thanks for your help tonight, Aaron. It's been a great night. Our feature taken out by Aliente. Star Galleria took our feature 3-year-old event. The Sire Stakes heat goes back-to-back at Cambridge and Auckland. Just watching that video, Huey Green, not a lot of luck in the run home, but gee, it was very hard to make ground on a 322.
Sweet Lou at Woodland Stud Mobile Pace to wrap up the 11 race action tonight. Runners break formation and come up onto the mobile arm. Soul Man comes forward. Ideal Roman, got to go jet away, gets to the outside. You Better You Bet comes forward with Washington's Chance. The free-legged pacer on the inside, Drover's Ear. Wainaro Mara comes up. Second row draws to Turnbulls. Winberg Sally. Ultimate Kayla to get up into barrier 2, and Charming Desires the outside of the second row. So Ultimate Kayla comes up into barrier 2 for the Iceman Tony Hurley. With the runners working into the lane, 2 1/4 laps under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park to wrap up the action. Just about there. Sweet Lou at Woodland start green light racing. Ideal Roman's out strongly. Drover's Ear off the inside. Will try and hold its back. Coming forward is Soul Man. They're followed then by Ultimate Kayla. Back on the inside, Turnbulls. Then Washington's Chance. They're followed by Winberg Sally. Turnbulls just had to bowl over a marker there heading out of the home straight. Back in the field to Charming Desire. To its outside, You Better You Bet. Wainaro Mara second last, and back at the tail, got to go jet away. There was a little bit of concertina there, and Wainaro Mara got a bit of that, lost 4 lengths with a gallop. Into the back they go, and Ideal Roman leads by 1.5 lengths. The free-legged pacer, Drover's Ear with the Lovely Drag in the trail, and Ultimate Kayla 3 back the inside. Soul Man 4th and parked around Turnbulls. Winberg Sally 1-1. Now Turnbulls has come away from the inside as Washington's Chance is, it's gone down on the track there, Washington's Chance, and it's stablemate. Charming Desire's gone over the top of it. So Charming Desire's there with no driver. Washington's Chance has been held down onto the track there by Salish Abernathy, and the siren sounds there for the drivers to be aware of the horse down on the track here. So it's Ideal Roman from Drover's Ear, and 3 back on the inside as they come into the lane. Now the siren might be telling these drivers to pull up here. Ultimate Kayla's 3 back on the inside. To the outside is Turnbulls. They're followed in the 1-1 is Soul Man. Back on the inside to Wainaro Mara. Back in the field to Winberg Sally, and got to go jet away. So they're down with the circuit to go. 45.5 was the lead time. 33.6 was the first quarter. Just getting information coming through. Yes, hello. Okay, the race has been called off, ladies and gentlemen. The race has been called off, so just note this, that unfortunately with that nasty tumble through the back with Washington's Chance and also Charming Desire, that this race has been called off. So we will get further information through from the steward's desk as to whether they've run too far for these horses to maybe be stacked up again and rerun. We will find out more, but the siren did sound with the nasty tumble with Washington's Chance and the stablemate Charming Desire. So Washington's Chance back up on his feet. Just looking to see where Charming Desire's got to. I can see Charming Desire now has been caught, so he's down by about the 250 metre mark with our farrier Kevin Crampton. So he's got Charming Desire under control, and Washington's Chance is back up on his feet there too. So looks like all horses and drivers are A-OK here after the nasty tumble. The two Jason and Megan T's runners involved there. Washington's Chance may have taken control of Salish Abernathy, was trying to push through on the marker line there, and he went down, and Charming Desire went over the top. We'll get further information from the stewards very, very shortly here, or on what we're going to do with race 11 on the card tonight.
That confirmed as yet, but all horses off the track and headed back to the stabling enclosure. There is Charming Desire and also the stablemate Washington's Chance. Both of them A-OK. It was a nasty fall, but both horses up and heading back to the birdcage. So that's good news. Don't like to see that Alexandra Park, but safety was paramount, and that horse was down at the track at around about the 600 metre mark, and obviously was right in the side of the horses, so no chance of them getting around safely. So that is what has happened, and that is why the race was called off at that point. I know punters couldn't see what we could see, but there was a horse down on the track at that point, and Safety of, obviously, the horses and the drivers were paramount. Stipendiary stewards blew the whistle, and that was the end of race number 11 at the park. Runson's paid $230, $140. Lady Esprit $170, Strikingly $170. The doubles paid $760, the concession $660, and the treble on 8, 15, and 2, $46 at Cranbourne race number 7. So we'll get an update from the Stipendiary stewards as soon as we know more about what's going to happen for race number 11, whether that is going to be a no race or they'll look to rerun it. But as I say, all horses going back towards the birdcage, and horses and drivers of the Tees team both walking around at around about the 400 metre mark, heading back to the stabling enclosure. So that race is officially abandoned. So they've gone past the 1,000 metre mark. So I can tell you here from the park, race 11 will not be rerun, and pick 6 will be paid after 5 legs. So if you've got pick 6 live going into the last, you will get paid out. Unfortunately, that's not finished on a great note here, but as I say, the good thing is the horses and drivers are both A-OK. We've got the next at Cranbourne coming up very shortly, so we'll get a market for that. We'll wrap up here at Alexandra Park. I hope you enjoyed the action. Favourite in the 8th at Cranbourne is Belvedere Road, $4. Jared Fry takes the ride. Jovian, $4.80 for the fixed odds and $6.70 on the tote. And also Michael Walker has a ride, $8 on the book, $8.30 on the tote. From the hardworking team here, Magnus bringing you all the footage with the cameras. Cameron Shaw doing our running here tonight and getting all our interviews. It's been a long night at the office. I hope you have a good weekend. Stay tuned for, obviously, Methven Cup on Sunday, box seat on Wednesday night from the park. A very good evening.